again for Midnight's Edge After Dark. How is everybody doing out there? I'm Tom Connors. With me is the one, the only Mexican Iron Man. How you doing?
Yes, the virtual taco bar is open. We are out of tofu tonight. We do have virtual chicken and virtual carne asada. Thank you.
Sure. And also with us, the one, the only Script Doctor. He's got the cure for all your entertainment needs. How you doing?
I severed the nerve.
You severed a nerve?
I severed the nerve.
What's the
no
nerve?
pheromone tricks on me today.
Oh God, the stupid. Never mind. Yeah. Dumb. Mm-hmm. We may talk about Black Widow here in a little bit, but Stephanie Janacek sent us a super chat, and I'll get to that. But Paulie is with us. It's been a while. How you doing?
Trios tacos.
Wow, there's already 80 people watching. Hit that like button if you can. That'd be great. And share out the stream. Chicks can do stuff now.
Real Mexicans eat tacos.
Mexicans eat Taco Bell.
God, my Trejo impersonation is awful.
Yeah.
Paulie can do stuff now.
Well, there you go.
That was me. Stephanie Janchek, Smuggler's Cantina, coming in with a $4.99 super chat right off the bat. Says, if Banderas is in it, there's an Argentine weirdos from Germany circa 1945 connection. Interesting.
Might be a hunter. Yeah.
We'll get into that for sure. That's the big breaking news this afternoon. Indiana Jones has a new cast member. So we'll get into that. But first, let's get into who is in the chat with us today. We've got Morgan King, Tim Hayes, as we pointed out, Stephanie's with us, Hamdinger, Pete Den Kate, am I saying that right? Donnie Pearson's here. How you doing? House of Trades. We have Silver Shroud, Sailor Sonic. How you doing? Sander Hammerslegs here. We also have, I saw a few other names, War Monkeys here. Welcome. Hey, we got Goddess of Whim here. How you doing? We got Eric Runge Madsen. We also have, who else do we have here? Gridania. Am I saying that right? Gridania. Zacharod's here, of course. Griffin Turbo. Welcome. Krusty Moko. Paulie's favorite is here. How you doing? We got Nego Ulk. Is that how you say that? Nego Ulk? Okay. Negolk. 6. No. Because Script would win. And he.
What do you think the PhD stands for?
What did you say, Script?
Well, what do you think the PhD stands for?
Penis, head, dick.
Sure, that's one version. Also pretty huge, but whatever.
We also got Grand Wazoo. How you doing, man? We got Too Much 77. We got Toongayan. When. Yeah. When.
Usually I know it's being pronounced when. Some others people pronounce it differently, but
you're just so.
I grew up in San Jose. I guarantee you, it's win to win.
Who wants to win?
Yeah, who does want to win? I think 2 wins.
1903 TX or Texas. Thank you for being here. We got Rogue Disney, not just regular Disney. Rogue Disney. For some reason, Mexican Iron Man's in the chat, even though he's on the show. So that's like meta as fuck. We got Criticizable Super Cat. Or Critzibble, the Super Cat. If I could fucking read, it'd be a miracle. We got Darth Maul. We got Joshua Gonzalez. Jesus.
Even the normal ones are dropping.
I think I'm having a fucking stroke. Red Lantern's Rage is here. SP4H, I see in the chat there. Of course, said hello to 6, but I'll say it one more time. Hello, 6. We also have Space Monk here. So welcome everybody for being here. Aurora Uplink says, is it really After Dark, though? In some places it is. In some places it is. Sailor Sonic, that is actually kind of my problem. I have not slept for shit all week. And Tu Wen says, actually, how I pronounce it is Tway for two, so Tway. I get mistaken for my first name. So Tway Wen. That's how you say it, right?
That's a great name.
That is all right. We have Culture Casino pointing out that it's actually Midnight's Edge afternoon. No, it's 6 p.m. It's prime time.
It's 7 p.m. my time, so yeah.
You know why people have a hard time calling it after dark is because like the daylight savings time changed and we're in the middle of summer. Keep in mind that for a good 6 to 8 months of the year, it's dark right now usually.
Yeah. That's right. Come late October, early November, it's going to be pitch black almost.
I mean, Paulie's still out in California with the sun up and his shirt off, getting his sexy Latino tan.
How do you say this name, Mike? Edina Tepezdo?
Where are we? Am I not looking at this?
On the screen.
For Trejo, it's always midnight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Edina.
I got the Edina. Okay, Dina Tepezdo? Tapasto?
I guess so, yeah.
Is that how you say it? Okay. All right.
Edina, it's definitely Edina. Edina Tapasto.
Tapasto? Okay.
Yeah, whenever you see the little thing above the letter, you go, that you accentuate it. Tapasto.
Oh.
Or
Okay.
Tapasto or Tapasto.
Tapasto.
No, should be
No.
Tapasto.
Tapasto. It's midnight here, so yeah, it is after dark, says Edina. And welcome. And also welcome Jesse to the stream. How you doing, buddy?
Oh, well, another long day, and it's really humid out. How are you guys doing?
We're doing the best we can. Ham Dinger says machete. Got us with
Machete don't
us.
stream.
Yeah.
I wish I was in that pool from Machete with the two blondes.
It is. Well, it's the middle of summer. That's why it's still bright. Otherwise, any other time of the year outside of summer, it's actually dark by now here. And I said it correctly. Well, thank you for letting me know that. I appreciate that. We got Ben Graziano coming in with a $2 super chat. I think I said it right. It's Miller time somewhere. Well, it's Jesse Miller time. You got that right. You could talk about
It's Monster Java time. Sponsor me.
Jesse pop in. Yeah, right.
Send me free shit.
We had another one, super chat from Spider Unlimited. I think I missed earlier, but we're gonna grab right now. It says Antonio. So Antonio is going to play a goofy scientist partner to Indy. Well, we'll get into the article and see if it lets us know. Troy Pacelli, our buddy, comes with $2. Says Mike, one carne asada por favor, or por favor.
You got it. Yes, sir. And remember, if you become a member, you get an entire a complimentary chimichanga plate with black bean, your choice of black or rancho beans, and virtual rice. It's all virtual if you become a member tonight. Or give a super chat. Or say hi without a super chat or without being a member.
Am I going to have to
Trejo
make a
is
whole
a
stream
super
about
chat.
this to bury this one?
What?
Huh?
Am I going to have to make a whole stream about that to bury this one?
No, this is happening no matter. You'll have to bury me before I stop.
No, that comment.
No, the 70s Bush stuff. Like,
Oh,
I
what?
didn't want to say it again.
You're not gonna get rid of that.
Trejo.
that's a great title for like a weird stream that you could host on your channel, Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the hardest part is the thumbnail.
You're not wrong.
How much you want to bet it won't get taken down by YouTube?
You
'Cause
never
they
know.
won't-
Depends on
it
the
won't-
angle.
Just list it as yoga, and they won't do shit.
Yes.
Troy Pacelli says he's a member now. Actually, he didn't say anything. But thank you for being a member. I appreciate that. And wow, we got 160 people watching now that we got enough people in here to start the show. What do you say we start the show? Jesse's here. We've got Paulie here. It's been a long time since we've had Paulie on the show. Glad to have him here with us. Script's here, Mike's here. So let's get rolling. Paulie, I brought you on specifically because this is some pretty big news coming down, especially for the Latino community, as I'm sure you'll be covering on your channel. Mr. Antonio Banderas joins Indiana Jones 5. Wow. What's everybody's reaction to this situation? I want to get your take on it first, Paulie. What do you think, man?
I mean, it's like an instant shot of energy. You know, it makes me interested. I think on an acting wise, I think Banderas has like never been better. He just came off an Academy Award performance about 2 years ago, a nominated performance. it seems as he's getting older, he's getting better. He's still only 60, so I'm excited. I love his action adventure stuff. This guy, think about it. Action adventure, musicals, comedies, dancing, singing. I mean, and I'm not saying he's going to do that in this movie, but he's just so versatile. He's a very versatile actor, and I really feel this has been the last couple of years. He's been kicking a lot of ass in some movies. So yeah, I'm excited.
He's one of those actors that, when I think about it, it's like I don't really know anybody who dislikes him. You know what I mean? Like I don't. Some actors, they just have people just like, I can't stand him. Melissa McCarthy's a great example.
Oh yeah, I don't like anybody, and I like Antonio Banderas.
There you go. So let's start with you then, Jesse. What's your before we actually get into the nitty gritty of it? What was your first reaction?
Well, my hot take on this one is he's obviously has to play the villain because they have to have an interesting villain, or they're not going to get anywhere. He's too close.
Yeah.
I know the ages are very far apart, but he's still getting towards being one of the older gentlemen of Hollywood, and he's not going to like take over the role or anything. So I'm assuming he is going to be the antagonist, which would be awesome because that would add some much needed fucking life to this thing.
It would be kind of different for the villain because outside of what's her face in the last film, most of the time the villains in Indiana Jones films aren't played by extremely prominent actors. It's usually like character actors and stuff like that. That's a good point. Might get some more butts in the seat. Mike,
they need something big for him to go up against. So there you go.
it's a good point. It almost feels Bond villain-esque, though. What do you think, Mike?
I can't believe you said Bond villainess because I was just about to say that in many ways I regard him as the Latino Sean Connery, in a way. He's got some sex appeal that seems to stick around with, through age. He has
that's a good comparison.
He has the Latino. For me, I've always regarded him it's been about, especially like Paulie was saying, especially like his latest, the last few projects. What Paulie said is 100% on point. Is that it's like he's just maturing and getting better, not getting worse in any respects, and has always been great. But to me, he's a Latino Sean Connery. He has that sex appeal. He's got a lot of breadth to the different types of roles. He's got a lot of depth. He can go against a leading lady, as Sean Connery has. Remember things like what he did with Catherine Zeta-Jones in that movie, and and certainly his work on Bond. When he was younger, and then he can carry a movie by himself, of course. Or he's wonderful in an ensemble. I believe that this elevates. I believe that it's what Paulie said. It's a lot of energy, and what it's doing, it's going to elevate. It elevates my interest now in Indy. More so, and I think it's good news, and I think we need some good news in a variety of ways, regardless of the part he plays. I mean, I'm sure there's that angle. I saw something online about the angle of I think it was Stephanie Janicek. Was it in her super chat or somewhere on her webpage that she made a comment that there might be the angle of Argentinian and reference to the these.
I like that.
Stephanie Janicek made that observation. Hail, sister. In chat, but I agree with Paulie 100%. Paulie's on point, and for me, he's the Latino Sean Connery. And for me,
well, and a reminder from Stephanie that Mads Mikkelsen is actually playing the main villain.
Oh, that's right.
But
that's right.
There may be something to that.
I don't know. Look, he's in the movie. Whatever he does, it's going to add, and for him to come to the table, it's not going to be any small role. That's for sure.
And Crass Socks, thank you so much. Says keep the lights on. Thank you so much for the $4.99. We appreciate it. Spider Unlimited coming in with another one. Says pain and glory. Yeah, instead of
right. So
instead of fortune and glory.
No.
So if they've established a villain, is he supposed to be a colleague?
Hey guys. Hey, pain and glory. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, Pain and Glory is the name of his movie that he got nominated for Best Actor. I know,
but I was making a joke too, but still, it still works. Fortune and glory, pain and glory. Yeah,
gotcha. All right.
Anyway,
so
no, but you're right.
No. I highly recommend anyone who's a Banderas fan to see that flick. It's in Spanish, but his best acting is in Spanish. He plays kind of like out of his prime movie director, kind of like a Moldovar, and it's Pedro Moldovar's film. Sensational acting. I think kind of drew new life into his career, which is why maybe he's getting these bigger roles right now. But to be with Mads and Banderas, I mean, what a great cast, Tom. I mean,
Yeah.
whatever we think of Harrison's age and Mangold's behavior, it's still a great cast.
Yeah, there's something about that we're going to get into too. Actually, there's a couple stories that are tangentially connected to Indiana Jones. I'm going to bring in one I forgot to send to you guys, but it's interesting. Well, the short version is that Mangold claims he apologized, and he never called anybody basement dwelling trolls, which both are bold-faced fucking lies. But anyhow, I just heard
seeing as we know the guy who he was talking to, wouldn't we know that?
Well, well, anyway, Mike, you were about to freak out there. I could hear you.
What? I'm holding my breath, Tom. I'm trying to support the channel and not say. I'm trying
just let it out. Let it out, Mike.
No, Mangold deserves it, man. He not only attacked everybody, he fucking lied about it.
I'm not saying anything till we get 45 minutes into tonight's stream because I'm going to be a good boy tonight.
I already said the F word like 5 times.
I know. Paulie, what do you think about him kind of rolling backwards? And I mean, my feeling was that I thought it's kind of interesting to be revisionist history. I thought he would rather double down, but maybe tides are turning. I don't know. Paulie?
Yeah, sorry if I'm having for anyone in the chat, I'm on mission, so I don't have the best hookup right now.
He's in the bathroom. He's got diarrhea.
No. Oh my
but he's
God.
such a trooper. He's doing the show from the toilet.
Man, yeah. Tom calls, you got to do the show.
Nice painting.
Midnight's Edge after diarrhea. Sorry, I fucking had to.
Wow. Okay.
That's after eating Taco Bell, though.
Oh my God.
Mexicans don't eat Taco Bell.
Did I say that earlier? No.
No.
We eat trios tacos.
You gotta tell me where to go.
I think with Mangold, I think you had a horrible week that production week that week, and it was like the beginning of shooting, and then he sees these posts online, and he just loses it. I think he probably feels more remorse than anything now, and he's just trying to move on. But yeah, he needs to take some ownership.
Oh, that's a beautiful way to put it. He needs to take some ownership for his authorship. That's brilliant.
Personal accountability is dead.
So, Script, did you get a chance to read this article yet? You usually get ahead of us.
No, I have not.
Okay, so this is kind of the
first Antonio, and he's probably either a prisoner or a scientist.
Well,
I read all 3 articles that you sent because I'm a good boy and I did my homework today.
Well, then you already know what it's about. Exclusive. Harrison Ford has a new co-star, and of course we know it's Antonio Banderas, in the anticipated next installment of the Indiana Jones franchise. The Oscar-nominated Banderas has closed a deal. That means he's officially in the film to star alongside Ford. Interesting. Who returns as our favorite archaeologist and an all-star ensemble that includes Phoebe Waller-Bridge, Mads Mikkelsen, Boyd Holbrook, and Shawnette Renee Wilson. For Banderas, the film marks another major franchise for the international star. James Mangold is taking over directing reins from Steven Spielberg, who still is serving as a producer and is very much involved in various elements of the film. I love how they pointed that out. Kathleen Kennedy, Frank Marshall, and Simon Emanuel join Spielberg as producers. John Williams, who has worked on every score in the 40-year-old franchise, including its iconic theme, of course, will also return as composer. Jez Butterworth, John Henry Butterworth, and Mangold co-wrote the script. Production is currently underway, with the film set to bow on July 29th, 2022. Just over a year away. Plot details are still vague on what new adventure awaits Jones, as are details behind who Banderas will be playing. Banderas, who recently earned his first Oscar nomination for his work in Pain and Glory, has been busy lining up a handful of major properties and possible franchises, starting with starting with the Hitman's Bodyguard's wife. He also recently finished production on Sony's Uncharted, starring Tom Holland and Mark Wahlberg. He's also returning to star in the DreamWorks animated sequel, Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. He is repped by, who cares? So yeah, he's starring alongside Harrison Ford. Very interesting.
Yeah, so he's a colleague who's going to go along.
So he'll be like, yeah, kind of like the what Brody or what? Not Brody.
Well, he might be Marcus.
Marcus kind of guy. Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, he's technically starring alongside Harrison Ford's stunt double for the next year.
Wow.
Script's on fire tonight.
Wow, shots fired, Script. Shots fired, buddy.
I just feel sorry for Antonio because he should be able to, you know, share an actual frame with the real Harrison Ford.
Yeah, but is he going to be required to call him Dr. Jones?
If there's courtesy between the two of them, yeah.
Yeah,
he might be a doctor as well. So yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying he's a lot better than Short Round for a sidekick.
Shots fired.
Well, yeah, he was a kid. This guy's fucking Zorro.
Yeah,
here's the
I
Desperado.
figured he's gonna play like a John Rhys Davies role or whatever.
So they're just now casting him. Like when? How long did
they cast him a while ago?
Well,
this is just an announcement.
You think so, Script?
They do stuff pretty far in advance.
I'm gonna posit something here. I don't know if that's necessarily true, Script.
Let's posit. Let's
here's my posit. I think they had to bring his ass in because Harrison ain't gonna be able to do half the shit. So they need somebody who can.
A 60-year-old man
who is up against the
8-year-old man can't do it, but a 60-year-old man
might be able to. Maybe. That's my guess. Is I think they'll rework the script so he has a buddy who can help him out do a lot of the shit, so he doesn't have to do all the action scenes.
So
I got the end all for you. It's going to come out that over the past few years between his adventures, Indy came out of the closet, and this is his new lover. You know, so they're going to go around the world together having adventures.
God damn it, you're probably right.
Because pride and love and family.
Mi familia.
This is why Marion left him.
Yes. She's like, I thought you were Butch.
What were you saying, Script, before Jesse said something?
It just seems kind of weird that if they were to outsource like Indiana Jones is outsourcing the physical stuff to the Mexican colleague.
Ooh.
I don't think that'd be appropriate. So
you know what I think? You know what I think is kind of interesting. I think Tom's probably hitting this nail on the head. I mean, we've had talk of the various Zorro projects the last couple of years. This guy's got a track record for being this type. I mean, Zorro is an Indiana Jones type of action. He's still in
pretty damn good shape.
He's in great shape. If you've seen him recently.
Didn't he do all of his own stunts for Zorro?
Yeah, most of them.
Yeah.
Because like the only thing that in that whole movie that I don't think was him was when he did the forward flip onto the table, because that looked way too hard.
Yeah, the flips and a couple of the on the flagpole stuff.
But
that sword play was amazing.
Yeah, sword stuff was him.
Yeah,
top notch, absolutely.
I'm telling you, this is a great move. It's in so many ways, and even if they have to bring him in to take over or do with some of the action scenes, because they're going to split up some of the action of that one role, I think it's a brilliant move. And I can't look. My excitement for watching this movie just went through the roof. I got to tell you. I mean, I was getting I was originally uber excited to see it, and it's kind of tough because I have just such a bad taste in my mouth from what happened to Indy and another movie that'll go unnamed. But and well, I should say, and then with the recent news, I was getting a little bit bummed out. But this takes all this to me like I got something to look forward to now. Really, I mean, I love Mads. Mads is a phenomenal actor. I've loved him in everything. I loved him in Arthur. I loved him in all the Hannibal stuff and everything he's done in between. So he's a phenomenal actor too. I loved him in Casino Royale. I mean, he's also one of my favorite actors.
Okay, that's awesome. But like, you know, this is the other part too. With large tentpole films like this, they don't do late casting. So Banderas was cast quite a while ago. This is just an announcement that they're letting it reveal. They'll probably do the same thing with a couple of other people later on. They don't usually do that. Usually it's just lower tier films where they're all able to shoot in stages, or they haven't done complete casting yet. Where they actually
you're not wrong.
So, Script,
I mean-
as a guy
So
in
why
the know, what
why
do you
can't I
think
be
is the most
excited, Script?
logical-
No, you
Whether
can totally be excited for it. Just don't think that this was done like yesterday, and he's going to be.
Well,
he hasn't even started
again,
shooting yet.
I was just positing that as a plausibility because this
Could
is a
be.
little late in the game.
Not really.
Like, it is to a
They were doing
point.
casting announcements for the Rise of Skywalker for stuff that we already knew was shot.
That's the thing, though.
I mean, they did the casting announcements for Matt Smith, and then they had to walk that back because he was removed later.
Well, look, we don't know why this announcement comes at this particular time, but I can't. But regardless of why it's happening, which I think it's happening because Harrison Ford isn't available currently, and they want to put some. There's been so much bad news about Indy. This certainly changes the conversation. Sure as hell, it's done enough for this show.
I'm more likely to believe that they probably would have announced this in September or October if there was no injury on set.
That's what I'm saying. So we can be excited about it now.
Yeah,
Well,
but
yeah,
now,
it's to deter any naysayers, which again has been escalating since, unfortunately, the reveal that Harrison Ford has dislocated his shoulder or something.
Hey, I've been a naysayer. We can go back last 2 weeks Tuesday, and I had a rant on this type of stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So,
But Script, as opposed to just having Antonio be a tag along, that's going to be so blatantly obvious as somebody as a stand-in for action. What do you think his real role in this movie is going to be? Because they have to do something a little more creative than that, don't they?
Part of me suspects that he might be the one scientist that's not part of the World War II paperclip people that's there. That might be that Mads Mikkelsen is either after, or maybe he's a guy that is conscripted by the enemy and he's trying to get away, and maybe he's an old friend of Indiana Jones from the early '60s or something of that nature. I don't know. I can only speculate. But
that's the other thing I have with this movie. Now, Indiana Jones classically fights the World War II bad guys. Now, is there going to be just a new big bad, or is it just going to be Russians or whatever's of the time?
kinda have some
are they going
insight
to go
into
with like a NWO type of a thing where they're secret Nazis?
There is some insight into that already, and that actually brings us to the next part of our story. But we do know that Mikkelsen is playing, I don't know, but not former, but he was somebody who worked with the German peoples. And it extends into the 60s, though. So, like, it's way after World War II. And I can say that with all confidence now because I make sure I got the right thing up here. Okay, well, we got some leaks from the set, and it appears that we have a time period. It looks like, it'll be 1969 because it's during the Apollo 11 launch. There you go, kids.
That's them recreating the ticker tape parade for when the 3 astronauts returned. Yeah.
Hold on, we need some special effects. Hold on. Dun dun dun. Yeah,
Trio lag 69.
That works.
I got a bad point. In the last one, it turned out to be interdimensional aliens. Now we're going to go with the moon launch, Apollo 11 to the moon, where supposedly Armstrong and the rest of them were told that you're allowed to play in this little sandbox crater and you're not to come back here, which they didn't after a while. But there's a lot of conspiracy theories around that. Do you think they're going to add in some kind of extra aliens like they did the last time? I'd say that was stupid. And I think
there is
some
idea. Rumors
but
to
they
I would
did
say
it
the stupid is that those 3 never actually went to the moon. It was Indiana Jones, Antonio Banderas, and the other guy.
I was going to say there's some rumor to have something to do with. I'm not going to get into it.
They had to give Machete a ride home. He ended up there at the end of the last movie, right?
How's it in space, Machete?
He's
Machete in space. Yeah, I'm waiting for that one.
Trio don't do no Indiana.
Valiant Renegade says,
"Hey, I did have a question,
Script Doctor." Yeah.
Oh, sorry about that. Script.
That's right.
So, could it just be that Banderas is finally he's on the call sheet? He's starting to film his part, so they got to announce it.
Could be. I mean, I think it has more to do with the fact of it's already been set and arranged, like possibly like 2 or 3 months ago. And they're probably going to do this for like the fall lead up to after production's almost wrapping up, because that's usually when they type of drop like a significant name within a tentpole film. But I think they just pushed it up mainly because people are getting reports and are leaking out that Harrison's not on set and they're shooting around him.
Now,
And-
because of the injury, you think they just bumped up all the action scenes where Antonio was doing something where Harrison wasn't in the shot so that they could get those going, and it took a couple weeks to get the sets right and get everything set up?
I would be surprised if they didn't do a massive like reorganization of their shoot schedule because of this injury.
Right.
And if,
Yeah,
if
'cause
they are
like you
using
said
Antonio
before, there's so
Banderas
much money.
physically, they could do it earlier, yeah. And then they're trying to circumvent the possible leaks of maybe paparazzi getting photos of him on set. So like, let's make the announcement early because again, they're clearly not doing a very good job keeping anything secret of this production.
No.
Hey, Paulie.
Yeah.
Paulie, for those rookies here on the panel and those watching and listening from at home and around the world, what's that call sheet talk about? What's that?
A call sheet? Call sheet is basically your list of cast and crew that are working on any given day. Call sheet tells you when you're working, pretty much.
Thanks, Paulie.
What a good deal. You get paid millions of dollars and you ain't have to work the whole time. What a racket.
That's true. Yeah, you don't.
I need a trailer with a PlayStation 5 in it. I'll do whatever you want.
Stuff like that gets negotiated.
Well, and again, I think Script's probably right. But I just think there's a plausibility, and we won't really ever know. But I'm gonna say this: if the trailer comes out and it looks like Antonio's in the movie like through the entire thing, I think that's more the case. And/or this was a smaller part that they beefed up so that he could take over a lot more of the action scenes. But if he's only in like a 5-10 minute scene or some shit like that at the beginning and the end, or like a completely different like thing going on at the same time where, like you said, he's like a scientist or something like that, and he's off in some laboratory through the whole movie, then you're probably right.
He's too old to be any of the NASA guys.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
Hold on. I can't see Banderas doing a small role anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I got a big question now. If you hired him for a small
it's
role
gotta
versus
be
a large
sizable.
role, what's the dollar difference?
Jesse, it's got to be sizable. That because he's just coming off Agents, that the way
they're not going to settle. Yeah.
Well, yeah, like they'll use the fact that he's our Oscar nominated actor. Come on, let's.
Oh, he should have got Oscar nominated a long time ago.
True.
Yeah, but he's coming off.
He should have had something going at least for Interview with a Vampire.
I know, Jesse. I'm just saying that because it's now, he's like the hot property out of these actors. I can't see him doing a small role.
Yeah. No, me neither. And what's it going to cost for him to do a cameo versus doing a whole movie? I mean, it would be the price point. It's all about the dollars per pound. You know what I mean? Be a waste of money to just have him come and say, hi, I happen to be your buddy at the college. See you on your next adventure.
Well, I just want to say thank you again to Valiant Renegade here for this super chat. And then we got a couple more here. Spider Unlimited says, could this totally shadow over Waller Bridge? He's listed secondly in the story. Now, again, they don't even know themselves. We won't know until we get more information. But yeah, it's a very interesting announcement for casting. That's for sure. Not one that was expected in the least. So it'll be interesting to see who he plays. Stephanie Janacek comes in with a $3.99 super chat. Says Thomas Kretschmann is in it. I have a KGB feel for him. Yeah, and then I saw also somebody asked about the time travel element. I think that's going to be part of it. We'll know more.
Are they going to use the German bell?
That was a rumor, but I don't know if that's misinformation or
because that's not a time machine.
Well,
that's not a time machine. It's a looking glass into the future and past. It's not.
There was I can't remember the exact
one version of it,
but it has something to do with Mickelson's character possibly doing something that affects the future, and Indy fucked up in the past, and it's so that's why they're doing the young version because it'll show like a flashback to whatever it was in the 1930s or whatever or 40s or whatever, and it'll show him fuck up, but then he don't realize until the 1960s what it is that happened. So it has something to do with something like that, I guess.
Yeah, the D bell is there's rumors that the D bell is also a anti-gravity device and a whole bunch of other stuff that they throw out there.
Yeah.
I just hope whatever he does in the past he does inadvertently because then he doesn't have to worry about paradoxes. As long as it's an accident, you tend to be okay.
Well, that's the thing is like, yeah, that's kind of the like it sounds like the setup in the beginning of the film or the flashback or whatever is something that sets up what happens in the future. But I just remember hearing from the leak that it was something to do with Indiana fucking up. Like he fucked up and didn't stop something from happening, and then like it doesn't come to pass until the 60s when he realizes, oh shit, kind of thing. But Eric Winberg says, hail to the panel in chat. Thank you for being here, Eric. We appreciate that. I think we kind of covered. We got through that Indy news a lot quicker than I expected us to.
Well, at least it's finally good news.
Yeah.
And Tom, I just want to let you know in advance, if Antonio Banderas goes down and I get the call because Paulie's busy with Latino Slant and I got to go in, I'm going to need time off from MEAD. So just in case I have to, be the body double or, if I'm needed.
Just in case, he needs a butt double or a love scene started.
Yeah. Just in case they don't have enough fat to like carry the landing and get,
Then they'll slap Mexican Iron Man on the ass and say, "Go in there," and it's Harrison in the
be like,
bed.
Antonio, no, we don't need you for that scene. Where's that other Mexican guy that'll bounce if he falls? Oh, there he is, Mexican Iron Man. Come here.
Harrison Ford will be laying in the bed. He'll be like, "Oh, just get it."
That's a name built for a stunt man. Mexican Iron Man. Goddess of Whim says, yeah, he fucked up the past all right, going after the Crystal Skull. Yeah, I love that. And I think that's a perfect line to leave the story on. The next story we're going to jump into here, or was there another one? I can't remember now. There was a couple, but I don't remember everything. Well, let's crack through this one quick because it's fucking stupid. Like anybody gave a shit, but Josh Gad addresses LeFou's sexuality in Disney Plus's Beauty and the Beast prequel series, and he says, expect the unexpected. Does anybody care?
No.
What did I text you before?
I know. Go ahead and say it, Jesse, because it's funny.
What's the guy's name? LeFou. Anybody who knows who the character LeFou is already gay, and it doesn't really matter.
I have no idea who LeFou is, but
no, you don't. You absolutely don't. You know why? Because you're a man.
Okay, I have no idea who that is. I do know, however, that when I've gone out sometimes with some girls, it has been referred to as, hey, do you want to see the Beauty and the Beast? What? Get it? I'm the Beast. No. Oh.
Song is old as time.
So, what is he? The teacup, the clock, the candlestick? What?
He looks like a teapot. He's short and stout and wants to be bent over.
Here is my handle. Here is my spout.
Trejo don't make jokes.
Yeah, seriously, who the hell is LeFou?
I forgot how to smile.
The chat doesn't even know who this is.
Okay, well, you know who he is from the fact that if you've seen the movie, you've seen the character. Let's see, is he gay? Who cares?
I didn't watch the live action Beauty and the Beast for the same reasons that I aforementioned.
Says expect the unexpected. That's all I can really say.
So that'd be straight?
Probably.
Because that would be the unexpected.
Who fucking cares?
So is it a piece of china in the cabinet or something, or how does that work?
I don't know.
Wouldn't it be funnier if Gaston or the Beast was gay?
Yeah.
And Belle was all disappointed because she thought she was, it was going to be one thing. Then she's in the castle and she's like, I don't want to pick out drapes.
I could buy Belle as a lesbian.
Technically, in Hollywood, since there's a billion different pronouns and identities, I mean, isn't it fair to say that? I mean, the movie's already woke tested because he goes through transition in the process.
Yeah, Beast is like, girlfriend, I've been with Beast Man for years.
I mean, he starts as a furry and turns into a prince or something. I mean, that's some transition action.
Goes from beast to bear.
Yeah, there you go.
Beast
there
to
you
bear.
Go. I mean, I think this movie's already, this storyline's already woke approved.
He's a bear with a beard.
Tekken Blade, we have no idea. We no, it was in Deadline. Is this Variety or Deadline? What is this?
Script, did you start tonight with a cocktail? Because you're doing really some good shit over here.
No, just sleep deprived.
Good. You get all giddy.
I got the name of the prequel here, guys.
Yeah.
You want to know what it is?
Lay it on us.
It's called Beauty and the Bestiality.
I wouldn't doubt it.
No, it's not.
No, it's
What? No,
You know, the fact
What's
that-
funny is it took Mike that
see,
long.
The freaking fact that you made me think about it, Tom. You made me even think about it. That's how
He
true it
raises
is.
a very valid point that I've actually thought about before.
What?
Isn't Belle just into animals?
Kind
Yeah.
of.
No,
She's not really
eats
into
him.
men.
It's not like he
anyway.
has a. It's not like everything looks like that.
She's not
And then
really
he's
into
got, like,
men
a
either. Because
normal-
remember, like the best looking guy in town, like totally wants to nail her, and she's like, "Fuck that guy."
Yeah, and you know,
Yeah, that never happens at the gym in
She
modern.
got daddy issues.
she's
I
like,
know
I'm
that.
going up. I'm going up to the Beast Castle with a jar of peanut
Yeah,
butter.
in the modern world, girls always go for like Chad at the gym. That's for sure.
Well, remember, she's got daddy issues, and she got no mama. That right
Yeah, that's
there.
why she goes for Chad at the gym.
Beauty and the bestiality.
Trio
Some
is your
girl
daddy.
and her dog.
Oh man.
Oh, Valiant Renegades at 1,000 subscribers. Whoop whoop.
Nice. Good job, Valiant. Awesome. Glad to hear it. Hopefully you'll be able to get those watch hours soon. So guys, head on over there and check out Valiant Renegades channel.
Yeah, just leave when you go to bed tonight. Put on his channel. Put on a playlist. Turn the volume down. Just go to sleep.
So
It works.
you know, there's this thing that went around like, you know, a while that I have this power to cancel people, right?
Yeah, that's come up a few times actually in the last year.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
You, Jeremy, a couple others, but yeah, apparently Tom's an evil guy because he's able to cancel projects and movies and scripts and stuff.
Well, not just that, but people, evidently.
Oh yeah,
You know, sometimes you just got to kick some ass, right? But here's something that just went way wacko.
This one's pretty funny.
This is kind of funny.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if you guys read this,
Mhm.
but Netflix fired 3 marketing execs for criticizing their bosses over Slack.
You mean Slack, like the Church of the Subgenius? Because that threw me right off.
I was curious too because it's like capitalized. So is it a show they got coming up? Is it an individual?
no, Slack is isn't that a bulletin board app or something like that?
Slack about management. But I don't know why you would capitalize that. That makes no sense.
Slack
Okay.
is the meaning of life.
Yeah.
Without Slack, you're going to be a
Netflix-
pink boy.
Yeah, Netflix has dismissed 3 senior film marketing executives, about half its staff at that level, after they were discovered grousing on Slack about
Hey,
management.
Tom.
Yes, sir.
Before you get going to the start, I'm gonna take off.
Oh, fine, Paulie. You've only said like 3 things anyway.
Damn, bro.
My heart
He's
is
fucking
already
painting.
empty. Upon news of Paulie's departure, my heart is already empty.
No, but it's fun to have you here tonight, man.
Paulie, I sent you some text, brother. Check them out when you get a chance. Some good news over in the text.
Have a good evening, Paul. Enjoy the family.
Okay, Slack is a chat program. Okay, that helps.
Yeah, I
that
was right,
makes
just
now
looking it
that
up.
helps. Now,
But is it public?
okay, let's
What-
get into this.
What it is that, do you want me to tell you what Slack is?
Yes.
Oh, why didn't you tell us before?
Well, I wasn't sure where you're going. I don't know when you're being serious, when you're kidding sometimes. Okay, so Slack Connect is it's an app, and what it's done is you create workspaces. Think of, you know how it's a combination of like Microsoft Teams with Facebook. And what it does is you create these different directories and all this stuff, and then you have what's called Slack Connect, and you can collaborate. And so, like, let's say I'm an accountant, but I do work with people at QuickBooks, and so I can talk to a team in there. And so it's not necessarily public per se. Think of it as like
It's like Discord rooms with permissions.
yes, it's like Discord. Yeah, it's like it's
So these people are really stupid.
yeah, they're really dumb. If they were talking shit about their bosses on Slack, that is the digital equivalent to talking shit about your boss. So one reaction to this that I had is like, okay, there's no more free speech. But these morons, like to be doing this on Slack, that is literally the equivalent of doing something like, yeah, my boss is a lame ass who never should have gotten hired from Pepsi or wherever the hell she came. I think this shit came from Pepsi. She shouldn't be running our company. She sucks. And then you take that magic marker highlight thing that you just highlighted on a sheet of paper and you put it up like in the hallway. You know, and put your name on it.
Yep, sign your John Hancock real big and pretty.
Yeah, say, hey, that'd be like so, like taking a sticky and going around the office, like, don't you think our boss fucking sucks, and just putting it on everybody's monitor. That is how dumb these employees are. Now, my first, you have one reaction like, hey, is there really no free speech in America? Well, not when you're dumb enough. I mean, it's literally the digital version of walking around the office and talking shit about your boss. And I'll tell you this much: free speech or not, everybody's known in this country for decades not to talk shit about your boss. Even if your boss
only if you want to work there.
Right.
There's options in life. Now they got to go do something else. Hopefully something really menial.
Technical chat. I don't know if he's just behind in the chat or just thought about this one.
So,
does Belle have to wait until the beast junk turns into a long run lipstick market?
Oh no!
Why do you think her lips are so red?
Oh no! Hey,
Chet.
Sean, how you doing, buddy?
Turtle.
Oh, Chet, no, you didn't. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. There's an interesting comment by Rory Mitchell who says, who names a work application Slack? Well, here's how they market it. See, the idea is that if it's my company and I work with, say, your company and you're a vendor, well, then by having this way for us to communicate, we're able to pick up the slack of things that would otherwise, quote, fall through the cracks. Which really, it's just like we don't have enough fucking ways to contact each other. We got cell phone, WhatsApp. It's impossible for me to get work done during the day because I have like fucking 15 ways to connect with the planet Earth, and it's annoying as flying fuck. Sorry, I'm starting to rant already.
Oh, dude, hell. So
yeah,
anyway.
but you might as well just done it at the fucking team meeting in the morning. That's the point.
Exactly, Jesse. Exactly.
Just wait for the big boss to get up and start talking. Like, look at this fucking asshole. Yes. Oh, did I say that out loud? I thought I was thinking that. My bad. Just keep going. Keep going. It's fine.
So anyway, the story.
By the way, if there's any questions, I want to say that Tom is the bestest bosses ever, and I love him, and his leadership and vision provides me with inspiration and purpose.
I'm barely your boss. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Plus, he keeps wanting us to go to Vegas. I mean, beat that.
What kind of fucking boss is that?
Fun one.
Yeah. So anyway, they're talking on this program now that we know that that's what the fuck Slack is. Talking shit about their bosses. According to sources, their immediate boss, VP Original Films Marketing, Jonathan Helfgott, whom they also criticized, was extremely reluctant to fire the three for their comments, arguing that employees vent as a matter of course, and such dire consequences were not warranted. Now, he's not really wrong, but sources say he succumbed to pressure from higher ups at the company. But as Mike was pointing out, it's one thing to bitch with your buddies at the bar over a beer. If you're going to put the shit online somewhere, even if it's a private like chat, I mean, that's pretty stupid. If it's a group chat or something like that, I mean, if it's a one-on-one chat, whatever. If it's a group chat thing, though, that's pretty stupid. And the way you're explaining it, Mike, it sounds more like something like Facebook.
It is, and so what happens then is like, let's say my team is in production for a certain product, and you're my vendor, and you're in charge of like wholesale, of some parts that we need. So you see, I think the thing here is that I think why the reason they fired them is that, let's just say it's my boss, and I'm talking shit about my boss, but this is cross company. This isn't even internal, because the way Slack works is
that's terrible.
You can interface with people. So I would be talking shit about my boss to potentially employees that I'm dealing with at another company that might be a vendor of mine, and they might also be seeing it. So once you link, it's internal and it's external as well. And that's something that I just think you can't really tolerate that. Now, I don't know what they were saying about her, but from the picture that I saw of her and from my research online, I might have talked shit about her hairstyle, but I don't know about her work schedule, but I don't know.
Well, the only reason I brought up the earlier bit is, of course, I'm not going to get into any specifics, but I will say this. I put up with a lot more shit than these people sound like they did, right? I'm just going to put that out there, okay? Because certain people have talked about shit in a lot more public ways than on some little thing called Slack. But anyhow, according to sources, I already read that part. The episode is a window into Netflix's unusual culture, which calls for radical transparency. Under the heading Real Values on its job website, as an entry reading, you only say things about fellow employees that you would say to their face. Apparently, the executives in question thought the messages were private. Oops. An insider says an employee stumbled across several months' worth of these messages and reported it. Netflix declined to comment on the matter. Among those the executives criticized was Chief Marketing Officer Bozoma St. John, if I'm saying that. Bozoma? I'm saying it right? Though St. John is black, an insider says the company found nothing in the chat to be racist or disparaging to any particular community. Rather, sources say Netflix deemed the conversation to be inconsistent with its core values. Their culture is all about transparency and giving feedback, says one outside observer with knowledge of the situation. It would make sense that there should be no need for private conversation. Now, this is actually kind of important, and I want to get Script's kind of insight on this too, because this is basically kind of similar to a movie studio. Basically, it's a creative environment, right? Let's look at it this way. Like, basically, what I see them saying here is it's one like what Netflix wants, just like anybody else wants. You got a problem, come talk to me, we'll deal with it, right? This going on and on and on and on and on in the background for however long it went on.
They said for months. This wasn't just like a couple of lines.
And basically what this is like the scene in RoboCop where they're talking shit about fucking Ronnie Cox's character and he's in the fucking stall.
Mm-hmm.
That's really what this is.
Precisely.
And, okay, so they could have just let it go, which the one guy said, yeah, I think so. But due to pressure, they're like, no, this ain't cool. So now, Script, I'm sure you've worked in kind of like entertainment office environments before and stuff like that. What kind of decorum would you call this, or what kind of a situation do you think, if anything like this would have come up before or anything like that in the past? Do you think that this is the way that they possibly would have reacted, or have you dealt with anything similar like this before?
I've never seen anyone dumb enough to put it down onto text.
Right.
That's just the thing. I mean,
I'm trying to give them good excuses, but no,
it's really hard. Like everybody has issues with the production or hates their boss or what have you. Like when I was working on Suicide Squad, we actually liked everybody that we worked with. We just hated the script, like that stuff that we got to see. We thought it was bad, but and we would tell each other that, but we never put it down in writing. And no one ever thought to even care enough to bring it up to David Ayer because, one, we never dealt with him directly. It just wasn't the case. And what's the point, right? If you're not going to be able to see the guy whose project you're concerned about, then there's nothing you can really do. And in other situations, like on television shows where, the showrunner is probably on set for only one day and then they leave and then his assistant or her assistant comes in and does the rest and then they suck and you talk crap about them behind their back, or you try to mitigate the damage that they're doing. It's just par for the course. But to put it down on like in text or emails or on whatever this social media platform is, you're just shooting yourself in the foot. Like, you don't do that.
Yeah, but it wasn't even something as private as a text. You know what I mean? It's just
it's pretty public.
If this massive company pays for some sort of intranet system for company use, and then you're using it, don't you think that guy who actually paid the bill for it could see everything? Because I would.
Yeah, I would assume that as well. I would think that's a very fair and reasonable assumption.
Well, and you're working for a business. You really shouldn't think you have the right to any privacy within the business. That's kind of what Jesse's getting to. Like, you want to talk in a private conversation, go to the bar, talk over your phone. If it's in a private text DM, that's what I was saying earlier too. Again, in this situation, and I'm going to ask you too, Mike, because you're a boss. In this situation, I mean, this is kind of a what the fuck can you do crossroads, right? I mean, it's really going to be difficult to work with these people ever again, especially considering some of the stuff that was probably said, I would think.
Well, the other thing too is it's an indicative, it would indicate if it happens, say, in my company where they're, then that's reflective probably of morale. I mean, maybe, it's, I think someone said this earlier, like, maybe it was you, Tom. If someone's got a problem with somebody, let's just bring it up and go. And because once you start that stuff, that's bad. That's not teamwork. That's for sure. And you can't have honest team if you're talking shit. And most of the time, if you have a problem, you just need to talk about it, no matter what it is. That's
Right.
just true in life. And at my first reaction though was a little free speechy, but then I got into the article and thought about it. I said, wait a minute, if this happened to my company, what I would do? And I probably, if I had the same policies, would probably let them go, because better to you're going to set a bad standard, because once it's out, now that person that blew the whistle is telling everybody, and if you don't take action, then you look like an idiot. You end up looking like CNN with a guy that was whacking off, that got caught, and now they're just being nice to him. Like, all right,
his name is Tubin, Jeffrey Tubin, and he's back working there.
Yeah, that's what I meant. So that just further reemphasizes what a piece of crap place.
And I mean,
CNN is.
It's one of those things where it probably all depends on what the messages entailed. I mean,
it could have been memes. What if they took a picture of him with a guy wearing something funny and memed the shit out of him? You don't know what they did. They could have been really cruel about it. You don't know.
Well, right. Well, they said it doesn't seem like anything was racist or anything. My assumption is they were probably bitching about just standard things that you would bitch about with working in an office situation, and or possibly the way they were running things, which goes to my point before was, and I'm sure this is the way a lot of these people above them felt, was like, if you felt there was a problem with the way things were being run, you should have brought it to us in a more formal way instead of doing it like this, because you guys acting like a little fucking sewing circle for fucking months on end isn't going to help anybody.
And you guys know how, like, when you're at work, there's always like that handful of people that like they enjoy to complain about things. You know what I mean? Well, it's like every day there's a complaint. And it's just like you agree with them. You know why? Because it's like, yeah, I feel you, I hear you. You know why? Because you don't give a fuck. And you're just waiting for the conversation to be over. But there are that handful of people that are constantly complaining, no matter if the situation is good or bad. So if you do that and you start writing it down, it doesn't come off the same way as, just I'm bitching to start some conversation or something. It just sounds like you really don't want to work there anymore. Well, and now they don't.
I mean, it's not abnormal for, a bunch of employees, like I said, to get together and, talk a little shit about some of their superiors or other, bosses and stuff like that in the company, right? That's not abnormal. But it's a little different between, like, say, the service industry or a factory setting. When you're in an office setting and you're dealing with personalities, I'm with Mike on this. Like, and this is again, that's why I kind of brought my whole situation up too, and not to get into it, but like at a certain point, you realize like there's no going back. Like, you can try all you want, but the respect is gone, obviously. And if I was their boss, like, I'd feel the same way. It's like, look, I don't disagree with the fact with the one boss saying, yeah, they should have the right to vent. It's one thing to vent, but if you obviously don't have the respect of your employees, then what can you do? Really, you have no fucking choice anymore.
Yeah, and vent at home.
I think it's funny that they were talking slacking off while they were on an app called Slack. Someone in the chat mentioned that earlier. Too? I think that was our good buddy. Who was it in chat? Someone mentioned that. Who was it? Mentioned the irony of it being.
I know they go by so fast, and I always forget who says.
Rory, I think it was Rory. I can't remember who it was. Somebody in the chat mentioned that, and I thought it was like. Yeah. It was Rory Mitchell. Hey, Rory. Yeah, Rory Mitchell. He says, it's just hilarious that it's called Slack. I don't know. All right. Next article.
Yeah, this is, again, it sucks for the people involved, but hey, you're in a situation where could have been handled a much different way. Yeah. I think we're caught up on the super chats we got one more here. Dark Shadow says, can we please just put the effing drama to bed? I hope so. I'm done with it. I've been done with it. This is the most I've talked about it since, and it's the last I'm going to bring it up because I'm sick and tired of hearing about it. It keeps coming back to me more than anything. I moved on. So
I hear that.
Right?
I left my fridge open when I got water.
Quit doing that. I see that. And Gug, and I brought that up too, is like, yeah, they could have been right, but instead of just bitching to each other, why didn't they formally bring it to somebody to where it's like, look, we think like these things need to be addressed. So it was probably petty shit, which if you keep stacking it up onto something, it's one of those things. Like I said, I think it mainly, to me, if it was stuff they were bitching about, like inner politics and certain other things that could have been dealt with, maybe there was a way that they could have met on some kind of like common ground. But if the situation is to where they're disrespecting their bosses and there's no respect, then what can you do? What can you do at that point? You really are kind of lost, and that's where I was getting to before too. But I got something funny here. This one made me laugh. This is not it's sort of entertainment related because who here watches Shark Week?
Oh
yeah.
Oh, we're gonna talk about the Shark Week thing. Oh yeah.
No, I don't watch Shark Week.
I mean, I'm aware of it. I enjoy the idea of it. I've caught bits and pieces. I don't have regular cable though anymore, so like I haven't had it like 10.
Hey, on MEAD Radio, we could do a mashup. You'll start with Jaws. Dun 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 dun.
Oh, you guys are talking about real sharks. You're not talking.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you'll mix in.
Okay, well, the crazy clown world shit has gone past entertainment now, folks, and entered the animal kingdom.
How? Was it through the butt?
Shark advocates call for rebranding of violent shark attacks as interactions, according to the New York Post.
Can we just go let them have some nice interactions? They could swim with the sharks. Be in nature.
What? This is a joke.
I shit you not. It's in the New York Post.
It's got to be a troll.
Shark advocates call for rebranding of violent attacks and call them interactions.
No,
they know that's
marine experts and advocates in Australia are urging the public to refrain from using the word attack in reference to sharks, declaring that the majesty predatory fish, it's in the fucking name.
They didn't even say toxic sharkicity. Toxic sharkulinity. That's the problem.
Make this shit up, folks.
Wait, can we have a new show called? Can we have a new late night show called Toxic Sharkalicity?
There's a toxic shark fin in Italy.
Sharks.
No, seriously though, that's a zenith predator.
I'm with Annibal here. He's like, bruh.
That is the ocean equivalent of like a warthog plane. You know, it's basically just a big mouthful of teeth with a fish built around it.
That's right. They're killing machines. That's what they're fucking built for.
Absolutely. You know, it's not just, you know, a nice swim with the predatory fish. If it could take down a whale, okay? If it could kill a whale.
It gets fucking better, though, Jesse.
Does it? This is amazing.
They eat jellyfish, too. We need that.
Now, as I said, they have wanted to use the term interactions. Others have suggested swapping the word with the term negative encounter.
This is some George Carlin stuff right here.
Right?
I know, right?
I'm sick of sharks. They're getting a bad rep. They're getting a bad rep.
Shark attack is now becoming a negative, violent encounter.
They're not there to attack. You're in their domain. That's an interaction. That's you. You're attacking them. It's defense. You got in their house. It's the equivalent of you shooting a burglar. Okay. No. Anyway, shark attack is a lie, said University of Sydney language researcher. There you go, Christopher Pepinneff.
What was he wait. What was he researching precisely?
Fuck if I know. Argued that majority of what people call attacks are merely nips and minor injuries.
You mean like
what
that
fuck
cute
is a nip?
Do you mean like that cute little blonde with one arm? The surfer girl, the hot one?
Now they got me fucking laughing like Barney. Jesus Christ.
It wasn't a shark attack. It was just a nip. They only took my toe. See how the rest of
it only ripped
I
off
think
my
you're
entire
ignore
leg.
this particular problem until it swims up and interacts with you negatively.
Yeah, what is a positive encounter? Annabelle's got that shit right down to.
They're gonna recut Jaws.
You know, this describes my dating life in large measure.
Oh,
because
that's funny you mentioned that because I hate to joke about this, but this is actually kind of funny.
Because sometimes
it's not great. It's a negative interaction.
Because sometimes Mexican Iron Man will hit on a girl, and you know it's a negative encounter. It doesn't happen. You know, nothing happens. I fail. I fall. Get it? Negative.
My God.
Boom bam. Boom bam.
So if I'm out in the ocean swimming and I realize that I'm 100 yards from shore, and I see that dorsal fin. Am I supposed to just flop around and stuff? Act like a wounded baby seal?
No.
Because otherwise it will be a hate crime to not let it eat me.
No, Jesse, you're supposed to ask the shark what are its pronouns.
Oh.
Okay, you guys are fucking amazing.
Should I stick my head under the water so it could hear me better?
Clay Thomason says
with my eyes closed.
Clay Thomason says mostly peaceful interactions. And if you live, as Ion says, it's a positive encounter.
Look, in that situation in realism, all I really need to know is does piss attract sharks like blood?
Honestly, I would think it deter them.
Yeah.
Really? Because then I'm good.
It's ammonia.
Yeah, chances are that would probably be a good idea.
just piss yourself.
Most people will when they see a shark fin.
Okay, Techman Blade
shit.
says there's a video on YouTube of what's AOF diver who pet sharks and they seem to like it. Okay.
Look, I'm not going to argue that 99% of shark attacks, I'm going to call it that because that's what it fucking is. An HIV positive encounter. God damn it, you guys.
Wait. Nago AX says the shark didn't attack him. He was harassed in a negative encounter with the human foot.
Tom, it's way faster if I just show you my phone. Can you solo my camera 1 second?
Yeah.
Okay. This is what happens with sharks. That's a negative encounter. Okay.
That's not real, but god damn it,
I know,
that is
it's
cool
perfect.
as shit.
That's a negative encounter.
That's a negative encounter.
No. That's
I like his little legs.
No. Hold on. That is harassment of the sea by a human.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's a positive encounter for a shark because it's fed.
Mecha J says, "Stop the shark hate."
As Stephanie points out here, and thank you so much for the super chat. Victims come out looking like a nod, like a nod Anakin Skywalker, screaming, "My fault, my fault,
my bad." I'd wave,
so
but my arm is gone.
But as I was saying, like I understand. Look, 99% of shark encounters are because they think you're something else. It's not like they're going after humans specifically, but it's still an attack. It's still
sometimes they do. Once you get a man,
sometimes they do. They do. I'm not going to say that exactly. Jaws is based on a true fucking event, guys. It's
scary.
Not. I mean, actually, the real story is kind of scarier than the actual film in a lot of ways. But anyhow,
yeah, because they didn't kill it. They found a tiger.
Well, not only that, it was a bull shark. It was a bull shark that got into a fucking fresh water, and they never realized that fucking bull sharks could do that.
Could survive in fresh water.
Yeah.
Hold on. Look at Stephanie. Look at Stephanie's super chat.
Okay.
Saw that.
Where'd it go? Okay, here it is.
$4.99.
Yeah, I got that one.
$5.
Yeah, we got that one.
Yeah, we got that one. You must
yeah.
have been trying to get your air.
I was laughing.
Did you black out for a second?
Yeah, dude, I was laughing so
Lindsay
hard.
points out here, Quint interacted with a shark and failed.
I like raised with Shark Lives Matter.
Shark Lives Matter. Because like I said, look, it doesn't matter how you cut it, though. The shark was still intending to eat, right? It was still a tag. It was still a predatory animal. They say it right in the fucking title.
Well, look, it's the size of a freaking submarine. It's got to eat a lot of meat a day.
Yeah, that's like 4 or 5 kids easily.
Look at the size of that son of a bitch.
Even though Slytherin Peanut makes a good point, which is sharks in general don't like the taste of human flesh.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying. In most cases, sharks are not going after us because they're like, oh, it's a fucking human. I'm going to eat them. They don't give a fuck what you are. They just say, oh, there's something soft that has blood in it that's splashing around, and it's not going very fast. Guess what? It's
like,
dinner.
Pig in a blanket.
Exactly.
That sounds like me and my swimming pool. There's something big, round, and fat that's splashing around. Oh, poor.
Well, and humans are a lot like sea lions. That's why humans tend to get attacked.
Mm-hmm.
And then in most cases, they generally don't get killed. That's the truth. Is like comparative to like probably tiger attacks and lion attacks and shit, like even wolf attacks and coyote attacks. Shark attacks are probably low on the fucking totem pole, and you actually live through most of them.
Would you rather get killed by a shark or wolves?
I would rather stay indoors.
I'd rather get killed. I would honestly rather get killed by wolves, and I'll tell you why. Because right up until the point where I know that I can't get back up, I think I'm going to win. The shark,
No, you're
Nope.
done with the shark. If he's gonna take you, you're
It's like
done.
you see that fin, nope.
Well,
Okay.
and the other thing with the shark is okay. First of all, if you get going by wolves and they're gonna get you, most of them are gonna go for the throat and the other soft areas anyway. So you're gonna go quick.
Throat, face.
Yeah, you're gonna go pretty quick, hopefully, and it's gonna be
SB48 says it's not a shark attack; it's trespassing.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, you're in their domain. Fucking no, but like a shark, like even if you survive the first bite or two and they leave you the fuck alone, you got a large chance of drowning, especially if they attacked your legs or something. You can't fucking swim.
Oh,
So
yeah.
now, is it murder or premeditated murder or anything legal against me if I was to set up a sign-up sheet for people to go have positive shark encounters? Because I could get rid of a lot of hippies and hipsters real fast.
Oh God, I'm so glad you brought up
you
hippies.
get 20 of them
That
on a
reminds
boat.
me.
You chum the water real nice. Then you say it's time to go swim. Make sure you swim through the red streak. It helps the shark come to
Jesse.
know that you're its friend.
I don't want to change subjects, but you just reminded me of something actually. I'm very happy you did.
All right, we can change subjects. I think we beat that one. to a
Yeah, I
stick
think we
anyway.
did, and we're
I was loving it, though.
crushing these fucking subjects tonight, like through like paper because they're just going quickly. But I was so happy to hear something, but then I was caused to pause.
Oh,
Totally just
Jesse,
fishing.
there's a strip club opening near me.
Oh,
What?
great. You know what? With the COVID shit, it's going to be like a salad bar with 3 feet of plastic. Oh, yeah, that's entertaining.
It's funny you mentioned the salad bar.
You know, I you know what? I can't see
wait.
the wrinkles anymore. Roll them up.
wait, is that why you're not going to Vegas?
Do you like organic food?
No. Well, no.
I
That's
don't
why I
Even
took the,
synthetic food.
I know where he's going with this, and I will never eat anything from a strip club, and neither should anyone else.
You don't.
The funny thing is, it's an organic food and strip club.
wait.
But
What?
that's not feta cheese, okay?
Wait. There are strip clubs that sell plastic, synthetic, artificial food. Because if you can't eat it, it's not organic.
No, the funny is not the
Very
funny
true.
part isn't even so much in the fact that you can buy food at a strip club, and you can also get lessons, mind you.
In eating or stripping?
Just think about it though. If it's an organic food place and it's a strip club, it's going to be a bunch of fucking hippie strippers.
Oh, it's going to be nasty.
Exactly. Just what I'm thinking. Like it's going to be a bunch of hairy ass bush women with big old fucking 70s bush.
They're like,
Fucking
why aren't
just
you
like-
looking at my hairy ass? Oh, you are looking at
Thank you,
my hairy
ass.
ass? Stop
And here's my other
sexualizing
thing,
me.
script. It's 18 and up, so that means they probably can't go bottomless, right?
Oh, there's no.
So
booze.
it wouldn't be a strip club because since most hippies run around naked anyway, they'd have
It's
to
just
put
a
clothes
cuck
on.
fest.
It'd just be a topless.
Call it
bar.
what it is. It's a cuck fest.
No, they'd have to put clothes on instead of.
Come
What
on.
is it? What is this? Saudi
It'd be a
Arabia?
dressing bar. That's what it would be. A dressing
A
club.
dressing bar. Yeah,
Is this the Middle East?
I don't know what the fuck to think
Go to a
about
strip
this.
club and they
It's
put the
basically
burqa on
a
real slow.
hippie strip club. What the fuck?
They're gonna have a lot of customers doing that Abe Simpson meme where he just walks in, sees Bart, turns around, and walks out.
They're not people, they're hippies.
Goddamn right.
How the? I just no.
You
I
know
was-
how which one of us could really tell who's the goddamn hippie? Mike. You know why?
No.
Because
Why
they
would
don't
I?
have any taxes to do.
Okay. I would also be able to tell by how long their armpit hair is.
That's what I'm
True.
saying. Like, why would you want to see that?
Plus, the smell of patchouli is just not good. Yo, hippies love that shit, and
Well,
I'll
it's
tell you
worse
all
than
right
that.
now,
It's the-
patchouli smells like wet dog hair and asshole.
Well,
And if
actual
you think that
patchouli.
smells good, take a shower.
No. Here's the problem, Jesse. If you actually smell good patchouli smells good. You've just
Well,
probably smelt it on a bunch of fucking dirty ass hippies.
True.
So
That smelled
fucking
like
smells
wet
wet
dog
dog.
hair. See, look, you gotta tell these white guys with the dreads. You gotta
So you
watch
got a-
that shit.
So you got a strip club with organic food that smells like fucking patchouli and wet dog hair. and you got women who are hairier than the men coming in to see them because it gets 18 and up. So most of these guys don't even have hair in their nuts.
Meanwhile, all the women have a haircut like me.
Exactly. I saw one of the girls. I'm like, what the fuck? Like she ain't
You
that
make
bad,
Bridget
but
Nielsen look
I'm like, she.
feminine.
It's funny you fucking said that. She does look a lot like Brigitte. It was like, oh my god. I was
Now
like, what
or
the
then?
Then
Tom.
luckily, because I'm like, she ain't that bad looking, but I've got pause because she's got the fucking shaved sides and shit. I'm like,
I do gotta say, I went up to a hot blonde chick with short hair. Tom, do you remember that? The one that was dancing in the blackjack pit, and I walked through the pit. That was a good day.
That was it? That's all you're going to tell?
Yeah. Well, long story short, I got kicked out of the blackjack.
Yeah,
pit.
you did.
Like, you're not supposed to be in here. I said, why'd you put her in here?
Monkey Jeebus says, my boss Becky has Jesse's haircut and she wanted to fight me. It was hilarious.
Did you do a Boondock Saints and let her have it?
Man-hating lesbians will fuck you up.
I fuck you up. I don't care how angry of a feminist you are. I'm still 6 feet tall, 250 pounds, and I'm stronger than you are.
Oh, fucking A.
This little dent in my head is from a 4x4.
Xevious or Xevious, how you say it, the artist who's in the community, he's a really cool guy. Talked to him a couple times. He did this. This is fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Interaction 4. This time it's personal.
Once again, that goes right back to Carlin, because remember, shell shock is now post-traumatic stress syndrome.
Oh man, I suppose
lengthening the language.
Daddy cast it probably in the chat, but I should tell him now. You gotta recut Jaws trailer to where the humans are the bad guys.
How do you do that?
Easy.
Oh, that can be done. Yeah, that can be done.
Oh, that's not a
just play
problem.
happy springtime
Swallow
music
your
for the
whole.
shark. And you play the Jaws theme for
Quint
Roy?
is the villain. Easy.
It starts with Quint, the villain, like scratching the chalkboard. It's like, I'll kill the shark.
You just keep cutting it like the shark's trying to get away from him, and he just keeps chasing him down.
Oh, look, the one good thing tonight's been a pretty positive show, because you got the Antonio Banderas thing. Now, this is a problem that just solves itself right out. I mean, all we have to do is take these people, get them near these friendly sharks, and next week this won't be a topic.
Right.
Just a little bit of logistics.
We love you too, Lindsay. We need a shirt of that. You know what's funny is I have the Jaws poster hanging right here on my door. It's cool. It's fucking awesome. It's a piece of art. You know, the original artist ripped the original painting of that in half.
Why?
He got pissed off. He had some mental issues and shit. And he destroyed a bunch of his original art. Yeah.
It's like, here's my retirement. I'm going to go die in a gutter.
Rob, these are positive interactions with sharks.
Yes. I'm going to start a new company to help people have swims with the sharks.
Swimming with sharks.
Happy loving sharks.
And dolphins will no longer rape you.
That happened to Hank Hill. That's not a joke.
Oh, it's actually pretty common.
You remember that?
Yeah, dolphins are like, look at these stupid.
Now I don't know if anybody knows this, but a dolphin penis is like three quarters the length of his torso.
What?
It's
Same
very
with a whale.
It's quite large. Yeah, just think about it. They're fish. They're swimming together in the water. You got to have some good penetration there.
Well, here you go.
Why do you know the things that you know, Jesse? Like
Because I looked it up after Hank Hill got raped by a dolphin.
At least this organic food and strip club will have a vegan buffet. So there you go. A vegan buffet.
That sounds just, I don't even know what to say.
That sounds like the world's worst strip club.
I know, right?
And wait, that's down the street from your house?
No, it's a ways like
oh yeah,
it's close enough though where it's like, you know.
No, I don't know. What, you could go?
Oh yeah.
You know it's truly bad if you can smell it from your house.
The fucked up thing is the hours they have are just ridiculous. DCB Titan says, if you want the shark to be the good guy, get the game Man Eater on stream. You play a baby shark cut from its mother looking for revenge. I have that game. It's basically the Jaws game all over again, but
baby shark do.
God, don't even
baby shark
dude.
That's right.
My kid, for 2 years, I heard that effing video.
You poor bastard.
But
When my son was that age, he was all about the video C is for Cookie. That's good enough for me, which I was fine when I like Cookie Monster.
I don't know how, but we got 300 people watching. So if you hit that like button, we'd appreciate it. And if you can share the link out, we'd appreciate it as well.
We're all here for the friendly sharks.
That's right. Friendly interactions. Culture Casino says dolphin peens are also prehensile. Am I saying that right?
Yep.
So it's kind of a tool like a hammer. Yeah.
See, you thought I knew weird shit.
Like a pig's cock is like a corkscrew. Michael Miller, sends in 35 South African Rand, says, did the artist complain the movie wasn't called Negative Encounter?
He was very progressive.
Very progressive. And hi, Jason Webster. He says, hi, Tom Connors. So hi, how you doing? What? Stop. Oh, the baby shark thing. Yeah. That we can stop. So what else was going on? Paulie isn't here, and he sent me another story, but I was trying to remember what it was. Was there any other stories that were going on? Anybody have any interesting dates lately?
All I've been doing is work.
Get back to you after the weekend.
600 people or whatever.
Hey, Mike, how's your sex life?
I'm not going to get into that without a couple of scotches, but
that's very funny.
Let's just say Lindsay ain't coming back after the second date.
Is that your pickup line? I'm not going to get into that without a couple of scotches because that usually, it's a little insulting.
Boom, boom, bam,
bam, bam, boom. Shit.
You should open with a compliment next time.
I just love the entire concept of Jesse giving me dating advice. That just
yes.
I don't even know what to do with that right now.
I will teach you how to pick up somebody else's wife.
Michael Miller says another porn star died. Why? Did Jesse have a date last night?
Oh no!
I'm not into snuff.
No, but he's just after you. They can't take any other man, so they just.
Oh yeah. Look, if I could get a strew of porn stars, you think I'd even go to work?
It'd be great though. That's like the ultimate test. Like if you can fuck a porn star and she's like, "I'm going to give up my job. I love you. This is the greatest dick I've ever had in my life." You got happened. That shit.
Yeah, that's when you know you got to get rid of her.
You got a point, Jesse.
I do. You never marry a stripper.
I'm in love with a stripper.
Are you fucking crazy? Every single story I've ever heard of.
Look, the older I get, the more
poorly.
willing I am to think about things as a plausibility. So you never know. Like Rule 34.
Look, all I want is a wife that's really hot and doesn't speak English.
When I was 20, I would never fuck a woman that was like that much older than me. But like, you run into some hot number, you never know. Or Betty White. It's like, who doesn't want to say they fucked Betty White?
I don't.
Mike.
Yeah, I'm not. I was always more for Blanche, but I mean, she died of old age, didn't she?
What's the matter with you two? No.
I'm just trying to fuck with
Why? You're gonna go? Who else are you gonna go for? Who else are you gonna go for? B. Arthur?
Like Dr. Cummings. Like, why not?
For any of them. What's the matter with you, Jesse? No.
Well, of course she's a national treasure. Wouldn't you want to say you fucked her too?
No.
Who, Maud? Meanwhile, Mike is judging all of us, and we see her walking out.
Mark's got a point. Room. Betty White, no, thank you, sir. She's too freaky for me. She's got experience, Jesse. You could learn a thing or two from that woman.
Yeah, what the Great Depression.
Next thing you know, you're like, by the way, bro, I can't come to work tonight. I'm getting married to Betty White. We're going to Vegas.
She does have a lot of money, but she's too smart to leave it to me.
I'm in love with a stripper.
This is not the agenda that me and Script got emailed earlier today for tonight's show. That's all I'm saying. There was nothing about
I got emailed.
You should know that's the way it works with fucking.
There's nothing about Mexican Ironman banging Betty White on today's agenda.
Yeah.
Why would you not want to do that? She's 99. That'd be an accomplishment.
Do you think Estelle Getty would watch?
Oh, probably.
Do you think she'd make fun of you?
Dude, that would be like being on a show of ancient aliens, and I have to like interact with the ancient alien. No.
I think Estelle was one of the younger ones there, but she played the oldest character, right?
Yep. It was all just makeup and a wig.
Yeah.
Now, Monkey Jeebus, Cassandra Peterson is still freaking hot. A little bit of makeup, you won't even notice.
See, Shum says, you guys are freaking me out so much, my voice is going up 3 octaves.
I did like that when you were like, I would know. I do like getting him all riled up.
No guy's old enough to be my dad unless it's Antonio Banderas or Gavin Rosdale. Gavin Rosdale's a pussy.
Is that you, Daddy?
What's he gonna do?
Did you get cigarettes? Stephen Otten says, and this is what I come back to. Don't ever change.
Goddamn right. America. Land of opportunity.
Welcome to Jurassic Park, where there's all kinds of positive and negative interactions with dinosaurs.
Yep, especially if you're a lawyer trying to take a shit. Or children trying to escape through a kitchen.
Bryant Barth asked, when do you think all the wokeness will end?
2035.
When you
After
get rid
the
of
shark.
all the blue-haired fucking land whales and the red-haired harpies and all them bitches, then maybe
2035.
2035 is what.
Whenever we all actually just get sick of it, and whenever somebody raises their little voice about any of the stupidity, you just go, hey, yeah, you. Yeah, look at me. Hey, yeah, you. Shut the fuck up. No one wants to hear your shit. And then you just go back to what you're doing. And if they open their little mouth again, you say, hey, what did I just tell you? And then go back to what you're doing.
I will do Betty for the sake of humanity. No, I just do it to say I fucked Betty White. And I'd be like, she was ruined for all men after that.
Do you remember her at the William Shatner roast?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was freaking hilarious. She was like, little known fact, I slept with Bill before. It was about 15 minutes before it went on. I said, I forgot the joke.
You said he was huffing and puffing, and his face turned red. And he said, "Bill, you got to hurry up. We go on in 15 minutes."
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a joke.
That was it.
The funny thing is most that night was making more fun of Takei than it was fucking Shatner. But yeah. Oh, 10 people got a bug up their butt and they left. What are you doing?
Oh, well.
What are you doing, folks?
You got to have the fun people around, man. I don't know.
They don't like Betty White.
Not like that.
They had a negative encounter with Betty White. That was
wasn't
funny.
me.
And y'all didn't fucking laugh.
Your show.
I was busy opening my not cigarettes.
Am I not paying you guys enough or what?
I don't know. You keep trying to charge me for everything I want to do to you.
Well, I'm not that kind of girl. Annabelle.
not without the wig. I actually put on a wig.
I don't like the red one, though.
Look, we both know I wanted you to put on the black bob.
We all know I'm a redhead, though, so I can't.
No. Ginger lives matter.
Annabelle says it'll end when the communists that are pushing it finally take over.
Thank you.
What's this deal
No.
with Jackie Chan being a fucking communist and going out there and talking about this shit? And then
They have his son.
Yeah, I heard some shit like that. And then David Harbour was out there going, "Oh yeah, communism's great" or some shit. I don't fucking.
David Harbour doesn't know anything.
I think somebody might have gotten to Jackie via his family. It is China you're talking about. It's not like the guy doesn't have family that could be put in.
That's
danger.
like a movie, and like
I know. It's like you find out this guy's Batman.
They've
The
got
idea
his
is to
son.
export him.
now Jackie Chan is gonna kick some ass and get him out.
Yeah, Jackie Chan versus Winnie the Pooh. I wonder who's going to walk out of that one covered in
bother.
blood.
Jackie, why did you come here?
To kick your ass.
Oh, well, okay. I'm out of honey.
See, it just smacks of blackmail to me with Jackie Chan because he always just seems like such a sweet, nice guy. I seriously doubt that he's really communist or anything like that. I think he's worried about relations.
If you want your son, you'll bring me all kinds of honey.
Yeah. Look, I seen this guy jump off of a bridge onto a hovercraft.
Exactly. Why the
China?
fuck? This is Jackie goddamn Chan. Like, imagine if Clint Eastwood got called up. We have your son. He's like, the fuck you do?
Hey, Barrel and go.
Yeah. It's like, who the fuck kid? That is.
How do you think this ends for you? Like,
what's he in jail for? Script. What's going on?
Who's
Or you
in
don't
jail
know?
now?
His son, or who's got his son?
Oh, his son. I think his son's in jail for having drugs.
Oh,
Jackie's?
Jackie Chan.
Jackie's kid, yeah.
Oh yeah, so he's
Jackie Jr.
And if he was caught in China with drugs, yeah, you're not getting out of that easily, no matter how rich your father is.
Well, Jackie Chan's got to obviously do a some kind of Batman shit. This really is a movie. Let's do this based on true story.
Like the other part too is like Jackie Chan has been on record for decades that he wishes for the best of China, but that doesn't necessarily mean he wants China to be what it's currently doing. Like if anything, I think deep down he probably prefers it to be closer to like the West.
The bottom line is, where does he live?
Tokyo.
He doesn't live in Tokyo's in Japan.
and we'd like to thank everyone in chat for tonight's geography lesson here on Midnight's Edge After Dark. School is obviously not in session.
You're taking me seriously for once? Shit.
Yeah.
Tokyo
Like,
is a bad time.
Do you take the bullet train from Bangkok?
Oriental City, but the city don't know what the city. Goddess Wim says, script, got a question for you. When writing how you deal with cliches, avoid them or lean into them.
Depends on why the cliche came up in the situation in the first place. I mean, cliches they can pop up because there are some natural things that happen in our world that does come across as cliche. It's just, how do you want to present it? Do you want to present it in the typical boring derivative way, or do you want to present it in a new and interesting way? And that's kind of how you make cliches work, is how you present them, what you do with them, and why, and also bringing up the context as to why it became a cliche. If you just do a cliche to be a cliche, like, the whole "this time is personal" stuff, it means absolutely nothing. So like you're just kind of leaning into stuff. Or what's the other cliche? Guy comes into the scene and says, "You got to take a look at this," but doesn't tell you what it is in the scene when they could have. Those are lazy cliches. But you can find a context for the cliche and do it in a more interesting way, then an audience will be very forgiving for it, or not even maybe acknowledge it's a cliche. But cliches aren't inherently bad unless you don't do anything interesting with them. I hope that answers your question.
And according to Krusty Moko, MEAD is the best show in Greenland. We gotta be the number one show somewhere. Like somewhere in this world, there's this little fucking hamlet where everybody watches us.
Some village in the middle of
exactly.
Some village in the middle of the highlands of Mexico, where all they have is like one computer and a cord digging out of the ground, and somehow they got an internet connection, and they're only allowed to use it at 6:00 Central.
Yeah, the secret valley of the based.
Exactly. They're like, and they're relying on us to teach them English and Western culture.
Mm.
And they're relying on Jesse.
It'll be a better source than most.
And they're relying on Jesse for mating strategies, bushes and Harry.
There's no Me Too in the valley of the savages, or whatever we're gonna call it. The base.
Too bad Paulie's not here, but Culture just sent this to me. Nice.
No,
he can do stuff now.
So good.
I still want his rig from Desperado with all the little throwing knives on it. I would have loved that.
Why don't you come to your senses?
Wrong Desperado. He took down that limo like it wasn't nothing.
They're
like, this is a beast, bulletproof limo. Then there's one guy in the street with a bunch of throwing knives. He's like 45 and he kills everybody.
I also need to watch El Mariachi again. It's been a while.
So good. I just saw it a few weeks ago. Last month I saw it.
Okay, I'm supposed to look at my analytics. Maybe I can figure out how many. We got to be number one somewheres.
Watch, it's gonna be somewhere so obscure.
That's what I hope.
That's the best part.
Like, yeah, I want it so I can say we are the number one show.
We're the number one show on Mike's
Kraken, Uzbekistan.
No, like on Mike's sister's laptop, but only on Tuesdays, never on Thursdays.
Yeah, the Tuesday show, not the Thursday show, though. Not the Thursday show. But Kraken, Uzbekistan, we love you. Keep it up. Let me see. Where does it show me this shit?
I don't know. It's hard to find now. It used to be easy.
Other people who watch, or other channels your audience watches. Oh, well. Hillsboro versus Babyface. That's not surprising. He is the British version of me, actually. Or I'm the English version of him, American version of him. Nerdrotic. Who's that guy?
Yeah,
His name is Gary.
I heard he has a comic book store.
I heard that he used to. Clownfish TV, I know those guys, sort of. And then somebody named the Citadel Drinker. Oh, Critical Drinker. That guy.
Oh,
If
he's
this
funny
show
as
is
hell.
number 1 in Congo, that'd be brilliant.
Then Yellow Flash 2, The Quartering, Overlord DVD, Geeks and Gamers, and Flam Sparks. That's not a channel I've ever seen before. Let me check it out.
Yo, did you see the Critical Drinker Black Widow video? Because that was really funny. He's like bringing up all these plot points. It's like, don't know.
I see why it came up.
Lots of fair and accurate.
He's like, why does this happen? Don't know.
That's funny because it's actually a website that translates like Disney songs because of the Loki song. That's why. Okay, so where am I supposed to be able to find this shit? Audience. Let's see here. United States is 34%. India is 7.9. We got a lot of people in India watching. That's our second largest audience. Well, welcome. Norway is only 3.3%. They don't give you exact areas, though, do they?
It'd be funny if it's like this town in the middle of nowhere.
That'd be awesome. Croatia. We got some viewers in Croatia.
Nice.
Thailand, Sri Lanka, United Arab Emirates, Peru, Georgia, Saudi Arabia, Iraq, Switzerland, South Africa, Singapore, Finland, New Zealand, Nepal, Romania, Ireland, Austria, Chile, Egypt, of all places. That's way up there. Wow.
Romania's got
Slovakia,
tons of beautiful women in it.
Vietnam, Pakistan, Greece is the word. Belgium, Argentina.
No, Argentina, not Argentina.
Argentina. I like to say it that way.
That's probably one
Ukraine-
of the strippers in your new strip
It
club,
is.
Argentina.
Yeah, right next to Jasmine Jones. She used to be a guy. Hungary. Hungary. Denmark.
These things don't make sense. According to this, no one 18 to 24 watches my show. That's not even
Malaysia.
true.
Nobody watches your show that's in that age range. It's all old folks like me.
But I'll bet your demographic spike amongst senior citizen hairy women is probably off
Exactly.
the
Yeah,
chart.
they love the
Yes.
shit out of you. Like you'll didn't even realize it, but Betty White is like your biggest fan.
I know it's a problem.
We got Denmark
like prison
representing.
sex.
They make up 0.5% of our audience. That's where we're at right now.
Krusty Moko says you're a boomer show.
We are. Malaysia, or well, Jesse is too. Philippines, Spain, Bangladesh. Wow. Bangladesh represent. Indonesia, Netherlands, Sweden, Brazil, Mexico, Czechia.
Czechia.
See,
That's not a real country, you liar.
See, that's where we're number one.
Okay, Czechia, number one.
CHIA. That's what it's spelled like. Czechia. Is that what Czechia? Czechia? Oh,
Shaquille O'Neal, I don't fucking
Russia. We're big in Russia, folks. We got 1.2%.
collusion. We're all colluding.
1.2% of our audience comes from Russia.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wait,
Then
so
Poland.
you're shouting out where all the people that watch us are from right now?
Fuck yeah, why
In
not?
Soviet Russia, MEAD watches you.
That's
Exactly.
true.
We watch you very, very closely. France representing with 1.5% of our audience. Italy. Turkey coming in with 2% of our audience. So now
That's
we're actually
surprising.
getting into the big numbers. Australia. Yeah, down under represent. Yeah. Then Canada, Script represent. Then Norway.
3%. That's it. Watching Canada.
3.1%. 3.3% in Norway. That's Andre, probably.
Actually, that's probably me and Mr. Tickletrunk and Mike.
Germany. Got a big Germany crowd here with 4.9% of our audience. The United Kingdom comes in with 6.6. And believe it or not, like I said, crazy enough, we're big in India. 7.9% of our audience is out of India. And then
Well, thank you very
34%.
much, and you have a beautiful day.
So you love us in India. Thanks, guys.
And many
We
fans
love
to
you.
you.
We love you guys. Thank you for being here. Talk to Nerd Roddick about being in prison. No, I'd rather not. I don't want to hear those stories.
Big
I wanna
Steve
think
had
of
a funny
Gary-
story about that.
not
I
being
didn't even see that. Me and Stephanie hit
I
that
think
message.
he avoided such action.
because it's on here. I
Oh,
was gonna say he probably did, but I don't want to hear if it happened. We got some Canada love. The German audience is the band Rammstein. They watch.
that'd be cool. You guys are more than welcome to hop
We're
in.
big in Bollywood.
Yeah, probably are. Bollywood's great.
All right.
Well, yeah,
Indian chicks are hot. That's good.
it's all right by me.
who would love to
time
see?
to teach
You know what
us-
I'd love to see you, Tom, in one of them Indian dancing movies. You know, with the ding ding.
Well, you know what? This is actually a good idea, but not like in a joking way. Where'd it go? I just had it up here on the screen.
I'm totally down on that.
Honestly, I want to know about our Indian fans. Like, if you're from India and you watch us, what is it like there? What draws you to us? Like, yeah, because that's just that
I might have an
that
answer.
intrigues me.
I might have an answer.
What?
There's nothing else good scheduled at this time slot.
Fuck.
I'm kidding. I'm totally kidding.
By default, yeah, that's the best type.
Hey, I'll take that. Just like a pity fuck, it still counts.
No.
From Betty White.
No.
She was the only one who would feed the gator.
Run away, Mike. Run away. Oh shit.
Wait, I gotta put the dog out. I'll be right back.
I
in 3
saw
minutes.
that. I just said no problem. So yeah, that's interesting. I didn't really know that. I would love to
Now,
know
which channel is Toxic Femme on again? Is that
the main channel.
ME?
Yeah, the main channel.
So that doesn't count in this.
No, I'd have to look up. I'd have to ask Andre for them.
Because I would say some people might just be checking out the ladies, but no such luck over here.
No, I'm talking about our channel here right now.
This channel is definitely a sausage fest.
Well, not just that, but it's I talk about dicks and shit, so it's a little different.
You don't really want to mix
It's a little
those.
different, you know what I mean?
It's a little different.
You know what I mean?
Mike needs to rewatch the movie Airheads. I love that movie.
The
Who
Lone
asked for naked
Rangers.
pictures of B. Arthur.
There's 3 of you. You're not exactly lone.
You do a pretty good impression of him.
Yeah.
Got no idea what you're talking about right now. I ain't farting at no snare drum.
Yo, who was that blonde girl that Pip was banging? Yeah, he wasn't doing Adam Sandler. That's Adam Sandler. He wasn't doing bad.
I love that. How does he get so much tail?
Because all he was saying was something like, I like swimming pools. You float around like an egg.
Just because he's a pool cleaner.
It's just because he's like, he had a childlike retardedness that would, let it be okay no matter what she did. He's just like, wow, this works every time.
Well, if you got a game plan and it's successful.
Right. Oh, shit. Goddess of Whim says she likes sausage. Hello.
Mm. I like
All
dirty
the good
pictures.
ladies do.
Just saying. Not
I
for
like
me.
looking at ladies.
Again.
I fucked a midget.
Yeah, I want to see some pictures of this midget. I know you took pictures.
No, I don't have pictures.
You didn't take one picture.
Well, I didn't have to.
Were
I
you
know
able
what
to
she
pick
looks
her up?
like.
Were you able to pick her up with your shit?
I ain't that big.
It's not about how big it is. It's, the strength. The
Sturdiness.
I'm sorry, just dragging this whole fucking umbrella of channels through the mud right now.
Hey.
Well, that's
all
a
right.
weird way to get a hernia, I'll tell you that.
Hey, whatever. You only live once. Then everything just goes black. Jokes on everybody.
70s bush.
Yeah, it looks like pants. If we honestly do, if I'm dead serious, if we really do a live stream about this, and I find the right hirsute picture, they're not even going to censor it. You know why? Because it's just going to look like some chick put on wool pants.
Yeah, either that or you could just argue it's not what you think it is. It's just a Vulcan alien's ear.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Women with full frontal nudity in movies, if they got that 70s bush, that don't count. It's like, okay, you came out in a bikini bottom. Good for you.
Contest between Lemmy and God. Who would win?
Lemmy is God.
Trick question. Thank you, Dark Shadow. We love that movie. That movie needs to get re-released.
Wiped his ass with his record contract.
Thank you so much for the super sticker, Grand Wazoo. I bet you it's popcorn. Look.
Yeah, I like Brendan Fraser. I don't give a shit. I'm glad he's
he's
on
good.
that other show.
Oh yeah, it's a hot
He's
dog.
kind of a
thing, yeah.
weirdo in real life, though, isn't he?
I don't
Well, he's
care.
traumatized.
Oh, it's a hot dog. Cool.
What do you mean he's traumatized? Is he okay?
He dealt with some physical abuse in the industry. It was really bad.
Him?
Well, no, but like,
How
he's
old
got,
is
like
he?
I've heard like weird things, like not like that, like never mind. Like he's got like a bunch of animals and shit in his house and shit.
Like
I think
me?
years ago that was the case. I don't know if that's current. But maybe.
Yeah, I don't know if he could afford it anymore. But D. Bud Martin says, "Damn it, Tom! I've had that stupid Ewok celebration song stuck in my head since you played it on Mead Radio Monday."
Coffin
Make it
Mills
stop.
says his sister was murdered.
What?
That would cause some trauma. He's sexually assaulted at the Emmys. By who? He's a big guy.
It doesn't matter.
Let's talk about Yub Nub instead. Jesus.
Now, this is the story I want to know more about now. What the frig happened to Brendan Fraser?
I don't know. You got a video, I guess now, Jesse.
Like there's a time, like shortly after the Mummy Returns, like before the third Mummy
Do
film,
some research and call it "What the F Happened to Brendan Fraser."
where he was still at doing interviews like, I always want to be working, so please don't forget about me. Like this is at the peak of his career. And yeah. No, I thought he was a pretty good actor. Charming,
Yub Nub.
Yeah, he seems chill.
Yeah.
No, he was fucking Encino Man.
That's why I like. That's why I like this.
Gonzalez.
What's this new show called? He's on Doom Patrol.
Doom
Because
Patrol,
I hate to say this, but he reminds me of myself a lot. He does.
Banging the nanny.
And you know what? He did such a good job when he was on the soap opera as a guest star, and his acting was so terrible. He had to be a really good actor to act that shitty on purpose.
Yeah, you do actually.
Yeah. It's like Christina Applegate said, it's really hard to play that dumb.
Well, you keep laughing in the middle of the performance. That's why. It's
Yeah.
like, this is so stupid.
It's like, I can't get my face to do what I want. I'm not Jim Carrey. Wait a minute. Is that to say that Jim Carrey is just terrible? I don't know. He used to be good.
Carrey's been I've seen video footage of him when he was like 14 years old doing stand-up at Yuck Yucks, because I know one of the owners of the clubs. And
Oh, really?
He's Canadian.
yeah, and
Did you know that my boy Fedorable has a head mold of Jim Carrey?
Probably.
He got it from one of the projects he was on.
I would imagine it was probably either The Mask or Grinch.
He's told me before, but I don't remember which one it was.
Could have been the
It's creepy though.
one where he played Olaf or whatever.
Oh yeah, there's another one where he did had some.
I'm trying to
makeup.
think.
Yeah,
There's
for
not
the,
too many, but
series
yeah.
Unfortunate Events.
There's not too many that he's been in like full on makeup like that though.
No, he can still do the Fire Marshal Bill thing without makeup. So
Yeah, exactly my point. Like you don't really have to put anything on him. Like the mask, it just was him but green.
pretty much, yeah. Bald cap and
Smoking.
a couple of accents on the cheeks and chin.
No, but now you talk about somebody who's fucked up, like Jim Carrey. Like he has got like I've heard a lot of shit about you. Like
Well, he did whatever it took to bang Jenny McCarthy.
well, that's the thing. He's a sex
and then she
addict
scared
for
him
one.
off by making him like the pseudo father to her crazy kid.
Yeah, he's like a sex addict for one. He told this story one time about how he used to hump this rug when he was a kid. It's really fucked up.
Why would he tell somebody that?
I don't know.
Probably part of his act, and also probably true. Who knows?
I think
don't know.
I think he was dead fucking serious. Monkey
Hard
Jeebus
to
says
tell with
Jim
him.
Carrey is an asshole.
I can
Probably,
understand. I could see that.
I've
But
heard that. Yeah, he's kind of.
I really enjoyed Jim Carrey in Kick-Ass 2 because that was the most un-Jim Carrey-like performance he's done in the last 20 freaking
And that's
years.
the one he wrote off before the movie even came out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see? He had a great line. He says, "We don't care what you put in your mouth. It's what's in your heart that counts."
Hannibal's like sex addict. That's half the chat. No. The women are nymphomaniacs, and it's also half the panel on the show.
And yeah, for real.
Actually, probably 3/4 of the panel. And not the one you would think. Yes, it's script.
Oh, I'm the one in a relationship, so I'm good.
That's
So.
the point. I was making the joke that you were the wild man and it was like me or Mike or something like that. It wasn't, or Jesse. Because Jesse's the obvious answer, probably, but no. Anyway.
I don't know where I got this reputation. I'm very boring.
Yeah, you are kind of vanilla. I'm kidding.
I'm not vanilla. I'm definitely not vanilla. But I am kind of boring.
I said. No, but you can also just about fuck anything that moves. You could talk a nun out of her fucking clothes, man.
Sometimes. But for this exact purpose, I did just drop my Discord.
Sometimes my ass. Like after the show, you're like, he's probably fucking right. I'm gonna go check that out. And you're like looking up every fucking convent in the next fucking county and shit.
But that is an excellent idea. Dude, it worked in Holy Grail. In Holy Grail, he was having the time of his life.
I'm bored. I got a few hours to kill.
Yeah, but I just need a reason why I'm showing up at the door. I'm gonna have to go buy a box of. I'm gonna go buy a box of candy, and I'm going to make up a children's charity.
You find one,
and then I'm going to sell candy from Walmart for this children's charity.
No, don't even say that. Just say that you feel spiritually lost, and you're looking for the meaning of love, and that's when you start talking to the nuns.
I got a better one yet.
I've got a hole that I want to fill. But I don't know how. Do you ever feel like that? Do you ever feel like there's a hole?
I got a better one yet. Here's what you do, Jesse. You make sure you find one that doesn't have a priest, and you go and say, "I need to confess I'm gay." You'll have all those nuns on you by the end of the night. Because first of all, you could talk. You'll get them going. Second of all, any woman who hears that a guy's gay, they will try anything they can to be the one that turns them. Because every woman thinks that. That's why they hang out with all those gay guys. Guaranteed. It's kind of like the bad boy thing, only in reverse. I know. Well, all the gay guys are attractive.
Yeah, that's why I'm glad they're all gay. You know why? You want to compete against your average gay guy who does sit-ups and knows what hair gel is and fucking all this other bullshit?
Yeah, that takes work. Yeah.
People say I put product in my hair. I'm like, what kind of product? I mean, like some gel?
Know.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Soap. That's the product you put in your hair.
Yeah, right? Shampoo and conditioner, right? A brush. That's a product. And by the way, Fed's Jim Carrey head is from Man on the Moon.
What?
They had to make a Tony Clifton mask.
Oh, right.
Oh, yes. I totally. God
Tony
damn, I spaced that out. You're right. I'm Tony Clifton. He got kicked off the fucking set.
Did he?
Yeah.
He was the star of the picture. He got kicked off.
That scene that's in the movie is almost like what really happened in real life. Because Jim, there's a really great documentary on the movie, but I knew a lot of this stuff before that documentary, but that documentary just confirmed a lot of it. Because there's actual footage of some of the shit, but people reiterating stories and stuff like that. But he showed up to the set drunk as shit with a fucking couple of hookers. Like actual fucking hookers.
Hey, one in Rome.
And they didn't know it was Jim Carrey, so they kicked his ass out. Because he was in character. Because he's a method actor. So like when he was Tony Clifton, he was Tony fucking Clifton. No, like seriously in real life, like that he is. Like, especially on that movie, dude. Like, because one of my favorite stories from that documentary is Milos Forman is the director. And right? Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So like he called because he just got sick and tired of dealing with Jim, because Jim would show up and he wasn't Jim. He was always either Andy, Tony, or Latka, or whoever he was that day. And it didn't matter what. You had to refer to him like that. He would talk like that. He would be in that character all the time, all day long. And so he just had enough of it. So he calls one night. He goes, Jim, I can't take this anymore. I can't take Andy day in, day out. I can't do it anymore. And he's like, well, I could show up and I could be Jim Carrey and I can do an impression of Andy Kaufman if that's what you need. He said, there's a long pause. He's like, no, I just wanted to talk to Jim for a few minutes. I'll see you tomorrow. I love that story. Yeah, I guess he was just a fucking pain to work with, though. But like his family was like weird about it. They're like, he like it was like Andy took him over, they said. Stephanie Janacek says, gay guys are nice, but we know, girls know. Yeah, but you want to change. You know, if there's that one chance, there's that 1 in a million shot. So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah. No.
If women know so much, why are all these girls going to the Jonas Brothers concert? I would also like to bring up exhibits A and B, in sync in the Backdoor Boys. And what else you got? Give me about 5 other
Didn't half
boy
of them
bands,
actually
because I'm
did
sure
turn out
half
to
of
be
them
gay?
count.
I was gonna say,
Oh,
I don't know.
I leave you guys alone for 5 minutes while I go let the dog out. This conversation went to hell. I thought we were like the preeminent afternoon, evening entertainment coverage channel on the net.
Stephanie just taking some of my bits seriously. That's all, or she's just playing back. No, yuck. Well, we know. Well, yeah, but never mind. We're not getting into all this.
All right, so let's talk about something. Let's talk about something real intelligent.
Let's talk about sex, baby.
No, we've talked enough about that.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
Oh?
Ow! I gotta get going, actually. It's been late for me.
Yeah, we're gonna wrap this up, I think. So Script, do you have anything coming up other than you're popping on other people's channels reviewing stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be on Nina Infinity's channel Sunday for the season finale of Loki. So,
No.
we'll talk that then. That's yeah.
Did it get better? I couldn't make it to.
It did not get better.
Okay, because I made it to 2.5 episodes.
Actually, Andre liked it. He didn't like it, but he actually gave it a semi-decent review.
Oh, anything with the weird helmet from like the Northern Europe, Andre's gonna like. I love him. But
there's no helmets in the last episode.
He gave them kind of credit for how the show wrapped it all up and explained why there was only one main timeline and the whole free will thing. So to him, that I think that kind of whatever. But I didn't even watch the show, so I have no idea.
No, they explain what's going on. Free will exists, and that's actually a problem. That is why the TVA exists, is because free will exists. So it confirms that it exists. If it didn't exist, they wouldn't need the TVA. So that's the issue at hand. And that's as far as I'm going to go, because if the people haven't seen it yet.
I don't want. Yeah, I don't give a shit. I know enough, but like, yeah, I mean, I might watch it. Project Cambria. Well, we'll start over just for you, okay? So just sit back and relax.
All right, first off, there's all this bullshit with sharks. Okay.
I wouldn't say he praised it. He just said it was the best of the Disney shows so far, and it stuck the landing. That was basically the best of the review, I would say. Outside of that, he said it was shit for the most part. So, I mean, he gave it a pretty harsh, decent review. Like if he gave, like, I would be confused if like I was working at Rotten Tomatoes. Is like, is this a good review or a bad review?
It was awful. I don't know.
Sorry about that, Goddess of Whim. I didn't even think about it. I don't watch the show, so I don't even know when it's on.
I still think that Loki ends with Sylvie pegging him.
Oh yeah,
you know what I think the funniest part about this is, do you remember? I don't know if we covered it, but do you remember the after the premiere, they moved it to like Wednesday nights, and they're like, oh, well, we're gonna move all of our premieres to Wednesday nights now because Wednesdays, because Loki did so amazing, and then it took a dump in terms of viewership. We're like, you morons. We wanted to see Loki when it opened because we thought it was going to be good, dude. I could not get through the 3rd episode to save my life.
Somebody's asking me if Space Jam 2 is good. Should I really answer this question?
It ain't out yet till this weekend, ain't it?
Yeah.
Look, it's terrible. Look
Does
at
it drop on HBO Max tonight, or is it next week? I'd say it's getting terrible fucking reviews.
Yeah.
You think they would at least have gotten Shaquille O'Neal or somebody with like a recognizable like face to somebody who's not like
fucking
20.
Michael. Just don't do it.
Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Yeah, get Michael back. That would have been a plot. Right?
I heard. Oh, spoilers!
I don't know the guy who's in this movie. I don't know who he is.
Yeah, it starts this weekend, I think. Or actually, I think it started today or tomorrow. Okay. So it might be on Disney or HBO Max tonight. But on Rotten Tomatoes so far, it's getting an average of 39% from the critics.
The jokes just look moronic. The whole Granny thing, they should never let Granny tell any jokes in the
Is this the one with
because it just
LeBron
shows
James?
off the
Is this the
humor
one
of
with
the
Le-
entire crap.
Is LeBron James in this one? Is that
Yes.
oh, hell no, I ain't seen this show. That mother effing Wokoso beta.
Yeah,
weirdo.
isn't he Mr. Black Lives Matter?
Yeah, he can go to hell.
Yeah, it opens tomorrow.
You know, there's this little group from the 1970s called the Weather Underground. They were communists and they killed a guy during a bank robbery. But that's who taught the two women from Black Lives Matter about politics. And they used to say that on the Black Lives Matter website, and then they took it off.
This moment of political history is brought to you by Professor Jesse.
Yeah, they always claim to be trained Marxists, and they're not shy about saying who they're trained by.
I get more use out of this since Jesse's here than ever before.
I love it when you do that to Jesse.
That's because he's good at it. He always has some like
That'll be our cue signal when I cue it up and then you hit the button.
trivial thing or trivia thing or whatever.
This moment, hold on. This moment in Introduction to Harry Bushes is brought to you by Professor Jesse. No. Jesse's Corner at the Crow's Nest.
Look, there's one benefit there. Okay, I'm going to tell you right now. You know how if you see somebody who really never washes their hair, right? It's like a big red flag before you even get close. What the fuck? That's actually done really well.
Well, we got your template there, Jesse. Give it a shot. Let us know how that happened, how that works
I
out.
need to steal that from my Instagram.
I do have to get going. I am being
All right,
beckoned
Script.
right now.
My script. Love you.
Sorry, I know
All right.
we were wrapping it up. Take care, brother.
Later, guys. Great night.
But hold on. Wait.
He's never coming back.
I got one. Bus stops are like a box of chocolate. You don't know if you're going to get a nut next.
You know how Freddie got here? There was 1,000 maniacs. I was one of them.
My mom always said I had a special purpose.
Mm-hmm.
You want to know what my special purpose is for?
My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. Would you like a chocolate? Please open the box. It took me a long time to cut this hole in the box.
Dick in a box.
Yes.
Jesse got him none with a dick in a box.
The middle one is full of cream.
You're Jesse. You're infringing on my copyright because I'm the one who brought up Dick in a Box first on the show on this thing 3 weeks
Dude,
ago.
that shit is classic.
I think I laughed more tonight than I have in so long. I think I broke something.
You ever see something that's so funny that you can never laugh again?
And with tonight's super chat, get your free mobile Dick in a Box from
I'm gonna have a negative interaction with my heart.
Midnight's Edge After Dark. Oh my God! You know what'd be amazing is if we had like we could ship it in those little FedEx Express things and it folds open. And wait, Tom. And then when it opens up, it plays your song. I look good on you. Play I look good on you. You know your jam. Like you open the dick in the box, and then you put the dick in the box, and then once you insert yourself, then it plays that music. It plays the song "I Look Good on You."
You said insert yourself. Earthquaking, booty shaking. Let's get this fucker started.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I had because I don't know how to use the Spotify. Every time I got into my car, that song.
Oh,
would
I
play.
wish it's dry.
So I had to like delete it because I'd be like, you know, I'm public, and all of a sudden be like, you know, if you'll be looking at me. Like,
Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Like literally, you put it in, then all of a sudden the music starts. You know, hey babe, I bought you something. She's like, well, I like the dick in the box, but that song, I don't know.
It fits perfectly with it, though.
Yes, it does.
It does.
And Brian, I actually love both films. Man on the Moon is actually one of my favorite biopics.
God, can you imagine if I get your song "I Look Good on You" reproduced for Midnight in Espanol by a mariachi band?
That'd be amazing balls.
Oh my God! Hold on, Mexican Iron Man has a project, a mariachi version, ladies and gentlemen, in the chat stream of "I Look Good." It's "I Look Good on You" or "In You," as the song goes. I look good on you.
I look good on you.
Okay.
I feel good.
No, Chum. That is not what I would do with Betty. What is Chum do? No, Chum. Betty. No. Betty is not getting Mexican Iron Man's dick in a box. No, 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 no.
Maybe I should do some Mead radio here, but
you know what you should do? You should wrap it up like a burrito so they won't notice right away till they bite into it.
Ouch.
Wait, what?
You should wrap.
How dare you?
I dare. Oh, I dare.
Well, wait a minute. Isn't that the whole point? I have to wrap the burrito?
Annabelle's
Not like that.
Come,
Not like that.
Forrest.
That's only going to cut back on your enjoyment.
Wait, Jesse, did you see that from Annabelle?
Come, Forrest, come.
I'm glad that now that you have AIDS from sleeping with stockbrokers, that you come back to have pity sex with me. Now you can go die while I raid the AIDS, baby.
My mom always said he saw dead people.
I fucking hate Jenny. You know why? That bitch fucked up her whole life, gone get AIDS and all the rest, right?
She's now she
sees that Forrest Gump made him a whole bunch of money. So now let's go give Forrest AIDS.
She didn't sleep with him until like way after or before.
She didn't get rid of her AIDS.
No, but she didn't sleep with him after they got married, I don't think.
Did she ever fuck him?
Just that one night.
What a fucking pathetic bastard.
What are you talking about, and how would you even know?
Because you got to watch the movie.
Oh.
And yeah.
Yeah, Jenny does suck. Like I said, I think she's even more of a cunt in the book from what I remember.
Oh,
she's worthless. He just has a crush on her.
Oh, but Jen, no, hold on. Jenny's smoking hot though, or was, or is. Oh, she still is.
He had many, many companies after Bubba Gum Shrimp. He was like Steve Jobs, retarded. So basically, Steve Jobs.
Well,
what? He was a dick.
What?
Steve Jobs. He was a dick.
Oh yeah. I thought you said Forrest Gump was a dick.
No, but he did fight a turd. Because he was a pro wrestler, and there was this guy dressed up like a turd, and he would grease himself all up so I couldn't get a hold on. That was before he went, before or after he went
talking about space? The book?
Yeah, I think that was after he went to space and got a monkey. Did he have a monkey then? Oh,
this portion of the show is
when Jesse tries to remember shit.
Yeah, brought to you by a book I read in 6th grade.
Tonight's Jesse's literary book moment is brought to you by Memory Helper, available over the counter.
It is now, nice and legal.
See,
yeah,
Jesse
I don't think
got
that's
shot,
memory.
man.
I don't think weed is a memory helper.
Oh, it is. It's
first, lost Bubba in him.
Look, first off, when you feel like you can't do something, it's I think I cannabis. And then once then once you're doing it, it's yes, I cannabis.
No. That would be like Tom says that cocaine's a hell of a drug. No way.
Well, see, the thing is, you said you got to set up your project. You got to set up your projects. Then you get baked. Then you do the project, and the project is super duper fun.
Yeah, like Eric backs me up here. Jenny is worse in the book, but so is Forrest. Thing with Forrest is it's not so much that he is kind of a dick in some places, but like he's just more of an idiot. And the things that happen are just more like
he's handicapped.
Well, he's even more so in the book. He's even dumber in the book.
Social graces.
But there's like one bit. Here's like the difference between Forrest in the book and compared to what he is in the movie. He's like a big galoot in the book, and like he does stuff like just out of randomness, he's smarter than everybody in the room. That's kind of what it is. And so like there's one part where they get a flat tire, him and his buddy from college, and I think it was college, yeah. Because then they're fixing the tire, and they lose all the lug nuts down in the fucking sewer drain. And Forrest's like, why don't you just take lug nuts, one lug nut off each one of the other tires, and then put 3 on each one, and you'll have all 3 lug nuts on all the tires. And the guy punched him because he didn't think of it first.
Yeah.
It was funny. In the book,
down the road a piece.
In the book, it's actually written out like that, like the actual dialogue. Like it's written like Forrest actually talks. Like,
yeah, it is.
It's funny.
You know, the thing I forgot about that was in college, somebody convinced him to try weed. And he was like, now you should try fucking on it. And he was like banging some girl. And I don't know who he was banging in college, some girl. So, yeah, it was totally different. I forgot about that part.
Yeah, he's a bit different character.
Midnight's Edge After Dark, where you can get late-breaking analysis of books from 30 years ago.
Well, nobody's going away. I can't stop the show.
It was 1992.
We've had 15 people walk out the room. I can't stop.
You know, the funny part is we didn't lose anybody when you bozos went into the whole nun conversation.
Fuck yeah, because it's hilarious.
When I took Bambino out, poor little Bambino. Little Bambino's a little innocent chihuahua. He can't hear these words of fornication.
You think I make this shit up? I got to come in and I got to plan it.
When have we ever implemented the plan?
3 of those bits were planned tonight, and there's somebody who can back me up, but I'm not going to say it.
Oh, I can back you up. I actually can back you up.
I will off the camera, but yeah.
No. They were planned. You did a great job.
Because I actually stole part of that bit from somebody else. So there's
it's okay. He stole part of Forrest Gump from Jim Fix. Remember when he ran across the country and had a heart attack and died?
Wait, what?
There was a guy who actually ran across the country like Forrest Gump did in the movie, and then he died of a heart attack because he was so goddamn healthy.
Annabelle says this is better than porn. That is a high honor, sir. Thank you.
Well, now hold on.
Well, you know,
hold on. Wait.
What kind of porn are we talking? Modern porn or like 70s?
Yeah, in our defense, we go for more than 5 minutes.
No. Wait. Watching it or
Sticks? She took credit for it. So yes.
Wait. No. I take issue with that. Maybe this is better than watching it, but it sure as heck isn't better than making it at home with your own camera. I mean that. Oh,
that's a totally different thing, though. That's like porn is boring about yourself, but if you're watching with somebody else, it's so much more.
I'm just going to rent a small office space and set up a bunch of cameras and start having interviews.
What are you talking about, Tom?
Watching. What?
Look. All we need is a license, and we're filmmakers. Okay.
And Eric's right. Are we talking free porn or premium?
Well, I would charge any copies of Mexican Iron Man that anyone wants to buy are available for premium.
Okay. Do you got an OnlyFans yet?
No, but I'm afraid to do that because I'm afraid I'll lose money because I'll have to pay the monthly subscription, and I don't know if I can afford the night. I don't know if I'll get enough takers at $9.99 a month. I think that might be a money loser right there.
We'll see what they'll do is they'll just pay for the first month and cancel it immediately so they can see your shit and move on.
Bro, are you kidding?
No.
I'd have to be like Disney. I'd have to give 6 months free.
I do believe that is an option.
You know, that's why I think prostitution should be legal, because then there'd be coupons.
It is if you had a camera.
There Shum goes again, asking about my OnlyFans and whether or not there'll be videos of Mexican Iron Man with or without Betty White. Shum! Stop that!
There's another great joke, and y'all just pass.
You just get a license for $100.
Do it again. I'll be quiet.
No, I'm not doing it again.
Oh, do it again. I'm sorry. My bad.
I fucking forgot it.
No, you. Oh boy. Oh.
All right. I said prostitution should be legal because then at least we can get coupons and discounts and shit.
You would really bring a coupon. You know you're going to get subpar service.
Yes. I got a group nail.
Well, the train is pulling into town.
Coffin nails with a grand slam home run.
Yes, there's only 6 of us. Mind if we go family style on you?
Oh God, six says Mexican Iron Man. If I send 6 some pics, she'll help me with pricing. Yeah, it'll be like $199, 0, and -$4.99. That's how much I'm going to sell them for.
If you send her pics, she's going to decorate it and put it around the office.
Or she'll just type you back gibberish because she went blind.
Guaranteed she'll put googly eyes on that peen.
That would be funny.
Isn't it?
I should put... wait a minute. Does glue fuck up your shit?
I don't know. I actually know somebody who used to do that. Like, she got sick and tired of guys sending her dick pics. So she started fucking decorating them and posting them up places. Like googly eyes, the whole 9 yards.
Yep, just post them on a fake Instagram. Be like, look at this fucking cook. He thought this was impressive.
Dicks and turtlenecks. Oh shit! All right, kids. I think we should probably wrap this up. We've dragged this out to way past 2 hours.
All right, that was fun.
Tom needs to shave his legs. He destroyed IG models. Maybe. I destroy him in another way. No.
Can you do that stupid face?
Which face?
The cross eyes with your mouth open and your tongue out.
No, and
Because that's how you get Instagram famous. Yeah, like yeah. There's Tom about to catch a nut. Everybody
look what Paulie
screen cap
sent me.
that.
Look. I got a Latino slant hat. Look, see.
Oh, nice.
I got a little
That's nice.
Paulie and Romy sent me a Latino slant hat, so I'm like a slantino.
Are you going to bend the brim or are you going to leave it flat?
No, I'm gonna bend it, but I need to like heat it up a little bit. But yeah, I'm gonna bend it.
Yep.
Annabelle wants to know, is 7 inches big? Asking for a friend. It depends on where you're sticking it.
Yes. It does depend where you're sticking it.
Why would you say yes so fast, Jesse?
Because it depends on where you're sticking it.
Like I just
But
said.
why would you know that? Why would you have an opinion on that, Jesse?
Because look, there's certain areas of the body that were designed for such things, and there's others that simply were not.
It is for me. That's way too big.
See, 6 is like, nah, son.
That's why her name is 6. That's her minimum.
Yep. And now we know more.
You must
about
be
6.
this tall to ride this ride.
Yep.
What if you're like 5.92?
That's why I don't have a chance. I got 3 inches on it. That's it.
If you're
What?
5.92, my question is, why are you
It
using
might
a
be
micrometer?
3.5 if it's warm out.
You shouldn't be using a caliper to measure your wang. You're supposed to use a tape measure like a normal weirdo.
I don't want to measure it. I don't want to get depressed.
No, I wasn't going by inches. I was going by feet, Jesse.
Feet.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just kidding.
That's a lot of blood loss.
Okay.
It is.
3 inches in girth, I wish.
What do you mean you wish?
Oh, my
That's not
pencil
good.
ass dick.
Is that
3
good or
inches?
not?
Yeah.
I'm going to go measure my shit later.
I have no idea.
If anyone would like to donate funds to the Jesse Miller Introspective
We've talked-
Microscope Fund.
We've talked
Yes.
ourselves out of the show now.
I look like a scientist.
Dad, we're
later.
talking about the size of penises.
All right,
Okay.
we're done here.
PC load letter? What the fuck does that mean? What the